Oh, Vinny, I totally didn't notice. You need to scoot like 2 things over. There we go.
There we go.
Hi, friends. Now that all of our friends are included on camera. Hi, friends. It's good to see y'all. Welcome back to Aldrithe main game. Woohoo!
Woo! We're back.
I'm excited to be back on the main story. Thank y'all to everyone who came last week to our art stream. That was really fun. I had a lot of fun.
Doodles and digressions.
Doodles and digressions. We got to actually have our digressions and distractions. Very fun. So I'm very glad we got to have that time. Again, thank you to everyone who came. We are hoping to maybe do some more stuff like that in the future. Just so
Maybe
some of us can have...
shots.
Yeah, that one shot's just trying to expand some stuff. As usual, it was, as we said, it was so great to have Jules. Jules, thanks for joining us. And thanks for hanging out and chat like you always do. Other than that, we are back on main game. We can tell some fun and funky stories. But before we get started, we want to hit on a couple things. First of all, doing a little bit of a change, a quality of life change. Aldrithe sessions are going to be a little bit shorter from now on. We're going to carve things down to at least temporary, might be permanent. We're going to test it out and see how it feels. We're going to carve down from an average of 4 hours to an average of 3 hours, just so it's easier for our friends that watch the VOD to catch up on, so it's more like easily consumable for y'all, and also so I can sleep. And it can mean that everybody has a little more time on their Sunday nights and stuff. So that's just a heads up.
Sunday night, and all of
This is why everyone just has to come over to the West Coast, and then start time is 5:30, and we end by 9:30.
Yeah, we should do that, but unfortunately we can't. So for now, most of us that are not in the Pacific time zone, we have to figure out how to do this on the night before the first day of the school week. So for our sanity and for y'all's ease of getting through stuff, we're gonna cut down a little bit, make things easier. And second of all, and I think the only other thing I have to go over today, Ewan, babe.
Hi.
This is your bit.
Yes, it is. You know, hi friends. I was just talking to a very good friend of mine. And I was saying, you know, if we ever did make like a shirt or like a sticker of Aldrithe D&D, you would want to make it a conversation piece, because somebody would see it and be like, huh, that's a cool shirt. Where'd you get it from? And then you'd be able to say, well, I'm so glad you asked. Because this shirt is actually merch of a small-scale Dungeons & Dragons Twitch stream called Aldrithe D&D. Aldrithe D&D was made back in 2021 and was made as a way to increase the representation of underrepresented groups in the tabletop role-playing game scene. And, you know, if you would like to be someone who would support that, or want to indulge in some underground, I believe is the term that we keep calling ourselves, underground Dungeons and Dragons, and feed our egos of niche internet micro celebrities.
Why?
Please,
why, babe?
Feel free to share our. Well, yeah, the truth. Yeah, we were made in 2020. We started streaming in 2021. But if you would like to support that, then please feel free to share, because yes, you can support us monetarily, and you don't have to do that by any means. Do not feel pressured at all. But a really good way that you can support us for free is by showing us to your friends or your roommates or your family members. And, you know, the best way to support is by word of mouth. The most effective means of spreading word is word of mouth. Because, yeah, you can see an ad for something, or you can see, like, you know, like a post or something, but nothing's gonna make me want to check something out other than, like, you know, if I came up to me and just like, hello, Ewan, would you like to watch a stream? Because this is how I talk to you, my partner. Yeah. And I would say, yeah, this is how you talk to me. What's the stream? So this bit's been going on for quite a while.
It really
so
has. I'm gonna.
There's something in the water today, or perhaps something in the Fago, because I have a cold bottle of Fago
babe,
chilling
wrap
in the
it up
fridge.
respectfully.
All right, we're done. Back to the campaign. Have fun. I love you.
I love you too.
We also
we're behind on
we got drowned twice.
Drowns?
So
this is the smartest marketing move we've ever made.
And that's two.
Fuck for drowning.
Delicious.
Yeah, we got drowned
That was
twice before the
4.
show started. All right.
The what juice?
Oh,
Juggalo juice.
it's clowns.
No, I read it.
No, it's okay. Y'all can have your
Okay.
Fago discussion in chat. We are going to go
Back to you, darling.
further into the game. Is there anything else we want to go over? Speak now, forever hold your peace before we get started? Okay, then let's maybe play some Dungeons and Dragons, perhaps? Digressions and distractions and Dungeons and Dragons and some copyrighted phrases that start with
Raised
D.
by Guy Fieri.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that. Are we good? Are we good to play some Dungeons and Dragons?
We can save the digressions for our art streams, but I'm down on Dungeons and Dragons.
Alright, so last we left off, the Fated Four was continuing on their maritime journey over between the continent of Terios and the continents of the Tantalian Islands, on their way towards the island of Evermeet to find out more about a quest of sorts that the curators had set them on, as well as to find out more about some interesting shady deals that Armani and Ivory had both made in their past. In seeking this closure and learning about themselves and in family, the group has picked up on some new friends on the boat, some of which are actually friends and fun to be around, and some of which are kind of nightmares for everyone involved, including an interesting figure from Ivory's backstory that has been creating a good bit of tension upon amongst the people on the ship.
Among Us?
I knew that was gonna happen.
I'm sorry.
For now, we pick up in the evening after the Fated Four has gotten together and had a conversation about one figure on the boat, Mhairi, who they find somewhat suspicious. I forget exactly what your evidence is here, but
we have evidence, right?
We have evidence. First of all, Pash and I told me that something was fucky with somebody on the ship, and so I was sort of keeping an eye out. Mhairi, like me, spends a lot of time just chilling around people watching, which is a perfectly respectable thing to do, except that we were talking to her last session, and Psyche came by and, like, insight checked her, and she was just, like, lying out her fucking ass. She did not... Vinny, beloved, you are muted.
I'm just yelling. We're good.
Yes.
I had more things.
Basically,
namely that I divine sensed, and they had a very powerful.
they have a really strong divine presence, but they wear no holy symbols.
Mm-hmm. Also, I mean, listen, this may be me taking it personally. People were just like, huh, why do you play tic-tac-toe? To which they replied, huh, your faith is stupid. Why do you worship God? So...
yes,
so,
I am aware that
maybe
you
that's
think
just
she's
me
allied
taking
with
things
Queso.
personally.
Yeah.
No, you can be you can be a bad person and not be allied with Kasuna, knowingly or otherwise. I've met a lot of bad people who were not actively worshiping Kasuna, both in real life and in campaign.
Either way, the group has gathered to have this conversation about Mhairi and at least inform each other on some of your shared suspicions about her. I believe we pick up at the end of that conversation as the group begins to split off for the night. Is there anything y'all would like to do while you're still together, or would you just like to go straight to sleep? What's the plan here?
I'm going to bed, I think.
Okay. Just to verify, because I want to make sure that I'm not getting my stuff mixed up, we are still Psyche and Ivory rooming together, and Armani and Nomos rooming together?
Yes.
Marshall Gang.
Marshall Gang, alright, fantastic.
Okay.
I'm sorry I'm like this today. There's something in the air.
You've missed
and
us.
I've missed you all, and I've been possessed by the spirit of like a TV show host, like a late night show host. Every single sentence is a potential joke, and I apologize. We live here now.
Well, if you all are you going to bed, everybody?
I
I
think
think
so.
so. Yeah.
Cool. Then if
Yeah.
you're a game show host tonight, make a joke out of this. What's your passive perception, Ivory and Psyche?
What?
I can't make
I
a
was
joke about
leaving a
this 'cause
message
I'm
about
not here.
Warful Snake in the chat, and you dropped this on me.
My passive perception is 15.
Psyche's, you should be better. You're aware.
Mine is
you're,
better
you're,
than that,
you're okay.
but for some reason, my thing isn't opening right now. It's either 16 or 17, but I want to give you the number that is correct because
It's probably 17 because of our level. If you're counting proficiency bonus in perception.
perception is 10 plus what?
10
Passive
plus.
perception is 10 plus your perception score, which is your wisdom, unless you have proficiency in it, in which case it is your wisdom and proficiency bonus.
Got it. Yeah, it's 16.
Oh.
16. Okay, cool. Then can both you, I guess I have a question here for Ewan, who understands the rules. If someone is unconscious, do they immediately fail certain kinds of saves?
We talked about this before.
Yes, but passive perception is still something that, like, if someone is doing a sneaking check and rolls
Yes.
lower than my
I know how
passive,
passive
I do wake
perception
up.
works.
But, like, if I'm unconscious and somebody stabs me, that's an automatic critical, for example. Or,
Oh, but, like,
if there was
okay,
a
so
spell
what
that
if-
would require me to make a saving throw, I automatically fail.
Does that include all
Yeah.
saving throws, including wisdom?
It depends. If it's like if it is a spell, then yes.
You might have to disclose what you're
It's a
doing.
spell. You could say it's a spell. It's a magical effect.
Then I can look it up. I believe being asleep makes you automatically fail. I believe it makes you automatically fail hard stats, not soft stats. I'll get back to you on this.
Okay.
But in the meantime, we can go with yes.
All right. Then both Ivory and Psyche, you both automatically fail a wisdom saving throw.
Cool!
Just
Okay.
thought you ought to know.
So what?
You don't know. You're asleep.
So what happens?
Does this wake us up? Is this,
No.
I guess would be the follow-up question to that.
No.
Are we gonna wake
Oh.
up?
Oh? 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 Do you have a chance?
You only automatically fail strength and dexterity saves, so just
then
your
can
hard
each
stats.
of you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Yep. Are we at disadvantage?
No.
Okay.
Unless it is something that like says if you're prone, because I assume that y'all don't sleep standing up.
No, it is not a disadvantage.
Psyche's weird. I don't know.
Psyche is weird. That's an 18.
I'm sorry, is this... You said a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Exact same, 15. I'm still the same.
Cool. So, then that does slightly change it. Psyche.
Yeah.
At one point during the night, you kind of stir slightly. And you kind of roll over, and it seems like... It looks like... Huh. It looks like Ivory might be leaving? But you're just kind of dragged back down into unconsciousness before you can even think to say anything about it. The morning comes around. Everyone can wake up at their normal times.
Am I in bed?
Yes, Ivory, you're in bed.
Okay.
Don't like.
Does anyone have plans for the day? I know, Armani, are you still going to do your daily morning check on the captain to make sure he's going the right place?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna kind of waddle out to him and be like, "So we're going south, right?"
Actually, Armani, you make your way across the boat in the morning. This is early.
What
You
is
get
this
up
tone
early,
you've
right?
adopted? Like, hey, we're going south, right? Actually, you see, looking at the direction of the sun.
Armani, you make your way across the boat in the morning. I assume early in the morning because you usually get up like One of the earlier
Crack
ones.
of dawn.
Crack of dawn. But either way, even though it is the crack of dawn, I mean, it's the captain of the ship. You're used to him being
Rise
up at the
God.
crack of dawn as well.
Yeah.
And you make your way over to, usually, you've figured out at this point that usually you find him in, like, in or near his quarters at this point. Like, you just start harassing him, like, on his side of the boat. And you make your way to his quarters and find the doors sitting open.
Hate this.
Is that usual?
No, you usually have to knock, and then you get greeted by, like, who would... The door is just hanging
Right.
open.
Okay.
Someone's gonna. It's.
Is
I
there
called it
anything
when I
else-
said someone was gonna get murdered on this boat.
Is there anything else that's like weird about like? Is there anything like? Can I roll to see if I see anything else? Like just
Seems like-
by the door.
Yeah, sure, make a perception check.
I would love to do that for you. Well, I just rolled a 2, so I guess I don't see fucking shit.
Looks like he's still in bed.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Mm.
I kind of stand next to the door and I kind of knock on the door frame. Captain?
Must be sleeping real soundly. He doesn't get
No!
up.
Are you like a
no!
walk?
Oh,
Imagine if you were like,
This
imagine if
man's
you were a captain on a ship, and like this person who's been like checking to see if you're going the right direction walks into your fucking room and wakes you up. Like, what if this man isn't dead and he is just sleeping? Like,
is
I know that's
sleeping
not the
so
case because we're
soundly.
never that lucky. We're never that lucky. But also, imagine if you're like a fucking bus driver, right? And then a person just walks up to you while you're sleeping and just like,
Hey, just wanted to make
Hey.
sure you are all right. It's like
did you make the right turn? It's like-
Hey,
God.
you forgot to turn your blinker.
Hey,
Get-
did we
get-
turn left?
Oh, God, sus.
Can I go up to the captain and try to wake him up?
Sure. So you go over to the bed to supposedly wake up the captain. He wasn't underneath the covers. He was just like leaning like on his side, sleeping away from you. And as you walk over and you kind of like gently touch his arm to wake him up, he just kind of slumps off to the side. And he's not asleep.
Yeah.
He's awake.
You look over the body of Peaz, which is covered in some absolutely brutal yet exact stab wounds, and this strange, what looks like some kind of like fizzle of electricity over the side of his body that has singed his clothing, and left covered in blood next to the body as the only thing, the only remainder of this murder is a dagger. One you recognize.
No!
No.
Is it what I think it is?
You've never been able to read the cipher on the side of Psyche's dagger, but you can recognize its very distinct lettering as it sits there covered in blood next to Peaz's body. So what do you
Okay.
do, Armani?
So first of all, what I do is anyone else like awake or like up at all?
I'm sure there are other
Almost.
members of the crew that are like,
Nomos wakes up at the same time as you.
Okay. Armani takes the dagger, and they hide it in their pants.
Fuck
And
yeah.
they're covered
Taking
in
the
blood.
murder weapon?
everyone take a drink. Like,
Yeah,
still
has
covered in
anyone
blood.
here-
Weapon.
You're
Because
watching Daredevil right now.
They just started their period. It's fine.
With the murder weapon?
No, I'm gonna wipe the blood off, like on the sheets or some shit, and then like just
Wipe it off on him.
I'm gonna wipe it
I
off.
bet you better wipe them off on your
It's
fucking
okay.
pants and just like, hey,
What?
one sec, let me just clean off this murder blood on my fucking
One
trousers.
second.
No, I'm
Does
gonna
this stop you
I'm gonna
violated
wipe
the
the
law
blood
to
off
say
my-
he's literally
like
fine?
on the bed, like where there's already blood, and
Okay.
I'm gonna just like
He actually just started his, and it's...
hide the knife.
You're gonna just
Then
stick
what
it
I'm
in your
gonna do-
pants. Yeah?
Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go outside. And I think Armani's just gonna try to like get everyone's attention and like
Define
Everyone.
like they're gonna go and like
Oh,
knock on
Bonnie.
every person's door and go,
Oh, Monty.
someone's been killed, get the fuck up.
All right. Okay,
They're
Faded
fully
Four.
going-
Those of you that are not awake.
They're fully like, we gotta get everyone in the same room, no one leaves this room until we figure out who the fuck killed them.
We're calling an emergency meeting.
They were we're pressing the emergency button. Like they're knocking down the doors of like the kitchen, every single room. Like, get up, like let's go.
People don't
to,
sleep
like,
in the
some-
kitchen.
They're getting people who
Making
woke up early to
food.
make breakfast.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
like, wake up. Sure, this
Other
is the
people
living
have
room.
jobs.
People have jobs, Ewan. I think I'm gonna try to gather people either probably in the where we eat. I don't know where the fuck that is.
Galley.
Thank you. That.
Sure.
I
Alright,
assume
great.
all of you get up in the morning.
I assume.
Yeah,
not
we
like-
all went to
Yeah,
bed
can I-
around the
can
same
I-
time.
can I-
We're rested.
Can I reel back
Yeah,
for
sure.
a minute?
Take your perception.
yeah.
What's up?
How do you tell Nomos, who is doing his morning grind, that the captain? Do you just bang on the door and then say the captain's dead and then leave? Because Nomos will get up and open the door and say, "What?"
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they do.
So
wake
you
up,
open the door, you say,
motherfucker.
"What? Armani is not there."
Okay, so actually, so I'm doing that to everyone's door. I think I'm saying like, go to the galley. Captain's been killed. Like, getting everyone up and out. Like, and I think the last door that I go to is Ivory and Psyche's door. Knock on the door. Captain's dead. Get in the galley.
Okay, I roll off the top bunk and yeah.
I look over at Ivory. Hey, did you go anywhere last night?
No, I came in at the same time as you did.
I had to get up.
I'm
in the
insight.
middle of
I'm
the night.
insight checking Ivory.
Yeah, go ahead.
I am telling the truth.
I know this, but I'm insight checking Ivory anyway. I just woke up, so that is a hot and sexy 13.
You
but
think?
Wait,
You think Ivory's
Yeah.
telling the truth?
okay.
is that an ability check? Can I spend a sorcery point to allow you to succeed that?
You
Yeah.
succeed.
That's an ability
You
check.
succeed by default because you're truthful.
You succeed by default. You're telling the
not
truth.
lying.
Yeah, you're
No,
telling
I
the
know,
truth.
but I want you to know that I'm not lying.
Oh.
No, I know.
Okay, so you're forcing a success on Psyche's
On
insight check.
Psyche. Yes.
Okay, so Psyche for
Yeah.
sure knows that you think you're telling the truth.
Got it. Okay,
Yes.
sweet. Smart. Yeah.
Nomos puts on his full armor today. His fear of getting stabbed trumps his fear of not being able to swim.
I think once one of the two of you open the door, whichever one that is, I think
I'll open it.
Psyche
Okay.
is like visibly disheveled.
Yeah.
Psyche.
Ivory, go to the galley. I'll meet you there in a second, okay?
Okay. They don't have a
Okay.
reason to not do this, so they're gonna go.
Cool. I'm gonna shut the door behind me.
With Psyche in the room.
Yes. Hey,
I'm
you
imagining
wait.
that they still have their shirt off because they don't sleep with clothes on.
Yeah, like,
Put my shirt on. I might actively be putting my shirt on. Hey,
yeah. Captain's dead,
yeah, I heard.
Yeah. and Psyche, you are part of this little fucked up family that I've created, right? And I like to think that you're a good person. And I like to think that the things that you did before were, because of, other factors and whatnot. And I like to think that you now are a reformed person. So please, I'm gonna trust that you have an explanation for why your knife was at the murder scene. And they're gonna pull the dagger out and show it to them.
Why was it at the murder scene? Sticks hand down pants. He's taking his cock out.
The beginning of a Chuck Tangle novel.
It's that song, the fan song for
I'd
Legend
love
of
to play
Zelda.
longer, but
Oh,
he's pulling his cock out.
Either way. Either way.
Is it my knife? Is it like a copy, or is it my knife?
It certainly seems to be your knife.
I think it's your knife,
It's
Bestie.
the ocean?
How the fuck did you find that? I threw that in the ocean.
It was by his dead body. And I'm pretty sure that no one else has a knife like this.
No, it's mine. I threw it away. I threw it away. I promise.
Insight checking
Yeah, sure.
you.
Go ahead, make an insight check.
Ooh. That is... That's a 19.
He wants to believe they didn't do it, but isn't completely certain. Psyche did throw it in the ocean, though.
Yeah, Psyche is not lying to you, but is uncertain in themselves.
Okay. Psyche, if you did kill the captain, I trust you. I feel like you had a good reason. I will cover you. But you gotta tell me right now. Because I'm about to go murder mystery and Sherlock Holmes deliver everyone's asses in there, and I can't be doing that if you were the murderer.
And see,
That's
now we have
Holmes.
to imply the existence of Sherlock Holmes and Aldrithe.
Let's
and-
have the moment. Let's have the moment.
I didn't. Can you promise me something?
Sure.
If it was me, don't hold back.
What do you mean if it...
I don't think it was me. I don't think it was. But I heard her again when we were in the city, and I don't know what's going on. I thought I got rid of it, and it keeps coming back, and I don't know what I did. Don't tell the others. Don't tell Nomos. But if you find out that it was me, don't hold back. I don't want to hurt any of you.
I don't want to hurt you either.
Well, let's hope it wasn't me then. And I just keep putting my clothes on.
Okay. And everyone can gather in the mess hall. Everyone kind of comes storming in. The crew, the different members of the ship that are all words. God. The different members of the ship that are all kind of ferrying along with y'all. And each of you, everyone kind of just files in their own pattern. Half of the crew is muttering amongst themselves. Half of them doesn't seem to believe that this is what's going on. There's some of the crew that seem to be just kind of whispering amongst themselves. By the time Armani and Psyche y'all get there, everyone else has already gotten to the mess hall. And everyone kind of looks to y'all as you walk in, demanding it, kind of looking and expecting answers.
I look over at Armani.
I think we all are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This morning, Captain was found dead in his room. Stabbed to death with, I want to say lightning. Something, electricity. What the fuck did you say, Ivory? I'm sorry.
It was
Stabbed to
some-
death with lightning?
It looked like
What was it?
something
You said-
lightning based. You don't know if it was like genuine lightning or like eldritch lightning or something like that, but it was a little crispy around
Okay.
the edges.
You said
Ivory's
lightning.
favorite combat spell is Witch Bolt.
Yeah, no, I'm worried. I'm a little worried, besties.
Ivory's the only person in our party with lightning abilities.
Yeah.
Help me.
Yeah. Did you not put that one
Hey, we
together?
had Revivify!
I didn't hear the lightning part. I was focused on the knife part.
No, I wrote that
So
down.
it was like within a minute.
Right, that's true. Also,
Yeah.
I don't have a diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of announce this, and the room erupts in whispers. A moment later, kind of one member of the crew kind of steps forward and is just, "Hey, Oz, is when did this happen?"
I don't know when it happened. I found his body around 6 when I first woke up. His door was left open, and his body was just on the bed.
Is
Covered
it
in
still
stuff.
there? Should we? Is it?
Yeah,
available to be
is it there?
observed or?
It's still there, yeah. And I couldn't find. It's someone in this room.
Everyone kind of, again, waves of murmurs. And
Yeah, baby.
I've never been happier to have Zone of Truth as a spell.
the person who stepped forward goes, "Now, I don't want anyone throwing around wild accusations because something is happening on this boat. Have you even investigated, other than looking at, I don't know, lightning stab wounds? What happened? Are you qualified in any way to look into this kind of thing?"
Of course I'm not, but I saw a body and figured people should know.
Okay. And I'm glad you have informed everyone.
Who's this again?
This
This is
person
a
steps
member.
forward and says, "But as the person who is now the captain of this vessel, I'm going to step forward on this." And you kind of look, this person is an Aasimar. You've seen them around near the captain a lot, but they never really introduce themselves to you. They kind of look out and go, "To those that don't know, I was first mate, but now I am Captain Harley. Captain Olara Harley. Though you can just call me Olara, I don't care. I do think will be a good idea to go through and interview people on this boat, but I first of all want to make sure that everyone else is safe. So I'm going to go do a room check. Do we have any objections?"
None. I have a question actually. Before we start accusing people on the ship, are we in an area of the sea in which there are, subaqueous beings that are known to be here, or
Well, I haven't spotted any.
we have a lookout?
There are a few of us that rotate on making sure that we don't see anything in the water, and I mean, out here, getting closer to the Tantalian Islands, one of the main things you'd want to be afraid of is sirens, and we haven't spotted anything of the like. If something came from the ocean, it somehow snuck past our lookouts in the middle of the night. And you kind of see them look around and kind of make eye contact with like 4 different people in quick succession, and then kind of look back. We can talk to see if things have been spotted last night. I do think that's a good point.
Just
May
putting it out there.
I am similarly not an expert in investigating anything, but I do have a photographic memory to some extent. May I offer to at least go see the scene at some point before things get messed with?
You see the person kind of hesitate. Maybe if you go alongside other people that aren't in your group.
Of course.
Nomos looks at Naira.
Naira,
That would honestly be the best option, because she won't lie for me.
Naira is kind of like, again, not looking at y'all, and seems to just kind of be doing the Naira thing of trying not to make eye contact with anyone.
Valid and fair.
Where is Gorodar here?
Yeah, Gordar's here.
Can I get a bead on Gorodar?
Sure, make an insight check.
I don't want the one good worshiper of Elnet that I've met to actually be a bad person. That's a natural one. Never mind. He's perfect to me.
You trust him implicitly. You're having the great
Perfect in my
D20
eyes.
moment of, "Are you my dad?"
I I know you aren't like biologically, but I feel like spiritually you should be.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, have someone else come. I like look at the crew members who they looked at, like the lookout people, like if there's crew members you trust to tag along.
I was going to recommend, Captain, if you have any crew members that you trust that could be spared from otherwise duties, you could have someone keeping watch on the room just at all times to make sure no tampering occurs.
Good idea. Fine. Then I'm going to send... Lazuli, you've got a stomach on you. You go to Peos's chambers and keep watch. For now, you can go with... What's your name? And points at you, Ivory.
Ivory.
Sure, the two of you can go. And then, Lazuli, you'll stay. And, you two go. You can tell this person is, like, desperately trying to keep it together. And is doing a decent job of it, but keeps kind of stumbling and getting caught and having to kind of reel themselves back in. Okay, you two go. If you need to bring another, you can, I suppose, but just get there and then get back here quickly. I'm going to go to room checks to make sure that we don't have anyone else who's been left behind, but also each of you should take head counts with your respective groups. Stay near the galley. What?
Are we still on no personal weapons on us at all times?
Yes!
Yes, I feel like that would make it worse.
Just for self-defense reasons is what I was thinking.
I would also, if someone is going around killing people, I don't want to put everyone in a room and then give them a weapon.
I mean, that's one oh, sure.
I'm gonna say no.
No, right.
I'm going to go do checks. I will probably come with you first, Lazuli, to lay my own eyes on this, and then I will make my way around. Is that all right with everyone gathered?
Aye.
And kind of the other people on the boat just kind of mumble around each other. You get very grumbly assent from everybody, and then it's all right. Well, let's not waste time. And kind of gestures for you and a crew member who seems to be like an Earth Genasi. Kind of gestures for you both to follow and head back out into the other part of the ship while other people are left behind. So, I can move to the scene first, or we can stick with those in the galley that can kind of poke around with the people that are there. What would y'all prefer to do?
First, if possible, because I need to get more water.
Okay, fair enough.
Sure.
Fantastic. So,
Someone take notes while I'm gone. We
I'll
learned
take
last
Already
time.
on it. Already on it.
Look at it. Look at the.
this is you redeeming yourselves from all the way back in session 1 through 3.
Oh boy, the
So
last
what's
murder
wrong with this
investigation.
window, right? Is the window broken
Not
inwards
the
or
window!
outwards?
All
Disregarding the note written on the bed that may tell us where she went, what's the window looking like?
right.
How dusty is this place?
Yes.
Is it crunchy?
Okay, we're going into the crime scene.
Yes, Ivory, you alongside the now captain and the other crew member make your way back towards.
How is Lazuli spelled?
Lazuli?
L-A-S-U-L-I?
Lazuli.
L-A.
Like the
Yeah,
city.
it's a rock.
Lazuli. Got it.
It's an Earth Genasi.
Yeah, it's an Earth Genasi. I named it after a rock. So, you will...
This Earth Genasi is named Dwayne.
Yeah.
And their last name is Johnson.
Okay,
They're-
dude, Lazuli is the last name. I could name this person Dwayne Lazuli if I wanted to.
Yeah, Dwayne, and being an Earth
Okay, go
Genasi,
ahead,
we
go ahead.
call them the Rock colloquially.
I'm in my notes. I'm naming them Dwayne.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Let me write down that the first name is now Dwayne, I guess. So, you make your way across the boat, and the now captain leads you to Peos's room. The door is still left open, and Peos still kind of gently pushes it, kind of leading the three of you, and carefully and gently pushes the door open before kind of looking at the body acknowledging it and kind of trying to move forward. Okay. Well, photographic memory. Go on.
I would just like to, at first, take in the whole room and, like, where things are. Like, desk, window, drawers, papers on things, anything like that.
Okay,
just, like,
so
at a glance.
it is a rather large room, in comparison to the rest of the rooms on the boat, whereas y'all have to kind of stuff into bunk beds. This is not a bunk bed situation. You have a full bed. There seems to be a personal desk off to the side that's covered in papers and books. The room itself is rather neat. There seem to be a few pages that may have fallen to the ground off of the desk, but it seems like the only things that are, like, out of place in the room itself are, the sheets and the body on the bed. After Armani's touched it, the body is kind of laying back, splayed on its back. Landon's mane just kind of wild with some blood caked into it.
Okay. First, I would like to see how many times this person has been stabbed and look at the wounds.
So looking at the wounds...
28!
I was just gonna say, would there happen to be... Sorry.
Make a... I suppose this would be either an investigation or a medicine check. I'll let you do either.
Investigation by far, that's a not natural 20.
Not natural 20, okay. So you find about... Checking in my head real quick. You find 5 major stab wounds. They are messy, but targeted. They seem to be, they're not messy in the sense that, they were sloppy. They're messy in the sense that whoever it was may have been dragging it out a bit. But other than that, the placement of each of the wounds seems to be very precise. In terms of places that will cause a lot of damage.
Okay, and then Armani mentioned lightning, so
Yes.
what's all that about?
So, over the side of kind of up the torso and over the shoulder, there's these, like, marks of soot and, burns that have kind of arced in, like, little hopping arcs across the skin, up and over, the side of the body. It singed kind of the sleep shirt that, the singed and burned away part of the sleep shirt that, Payaz was wearing, yeah, it doesn't seem to have a particular source, so it does read more like a spell rather than something attached to a weapon.
But it's not like they stabbed, it wasn't like a lightning knife.
It was not a lightning knife, no.
Okay.
You get the...
Ivory does not know about the specific knife, so they're just gonna go.
Yeah, based off of where, the actual, like, electric burns are versus, like, the stab wounds, it definitely seems like they're either, like, the electric kind of thing was first and then the stab wounds, or, like, vice versa. They seem, like, separate.
Perhaps stunning first and then stabbing them, or... yeah, okay. Okay. It's been moved slightly,
Yes.
because Armani has been in here, but does the body seem to at all have been falling from a certain direction? Was this a kill and sleep? Was there a fight? Do his fingernails look like he's fought back? Like, what kind of...
With a dirty 20, if there was much of a fight, it looks like in one way or another he was, like, overpowered. There was, whether that's being, like, held down in some way or isolated, if there was a fight, then he would have been very carefully, like, replaced. There's a lot of blood all over the place. Despite the fact that he was placed like he was sleeping when he was found, It looks like there's a good amount of blood over this bed that may mean he had been moved or placed, staged in some way.
Is there any blood on the floor?
No.
Not directly by the bed.
No.
Okay.
Not that you can see, at least.
Okay. And then I would like to take a look at the papers as well. Just
Okay.
like...
The papers that have
Really?
fallen to the floor appear to be papers just that may have drifted off of his desk. Ledgers, cargo, nothing out of the ordinary that you can tell.
Okay. Yeah, I think I just kind of try to take everything in so that later if things are like drastically changed, I will notice.
Okay.
But I looked closely at the body. Would there be any indication from I guess the stab wounds / the angles that they are at of how tall this person may have been?
I don't know if you're qualified, even with a dirty 20, to be able to make that measurement on the fly.
Okay, that's
What?
fair and valid.
Like,
I was trying to
how
see-
tall is the person that did this?
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
like based on like
the angle?
the angle of stabbing.
Yeah,
If a person
considering you
is
don't know
standing
what
next
angle
to
they were
another
actually
person-
stabbed at, like whether
Yeah,
and
'cause
how they
he
were
was in
originally
bed.
placed.
yeah.
Like
You
it,
don't
he might
know
have
if
been-
he was
I
in
don't
bed
think
or
you're
not.
qualified
Also,
to be
Yeah.
able to make that call.
It was really fun. Okay. I do my check around. Can I take one more look, and I'm willing to roll to like see if there's anything that perhaps looks like it's not his in here.
So like just looking around the room.
Yeah, seeing like evidence left by a killer
Are
kind
you
of
looking
thing.
very closely or just kind of like glancing and seeing what you can spot?
I'd say I'll look very closely around the bed, but generally everywhere else, if that is...
Then I'm going to make
Something
you
I can
make
do.
2 rolls. Around the bed, I'm going to make you make an investigation check. Around the rest of the room, I'm going to make you make a perception check.
Okay. The bed, that is a natural 20 plus 6.
Jesus!
For around the rest of the room, that is a 19 plus 5. I'm good at looking.
Okay. So,
So,
looking
But they
around
roll
the
that
bed,
good, you just know who did it. Congrats. End of arc. It was Nomos.
it looks like just looking around the bed, it looks there's a smear of blood that seems to look different to the rest of the blood on the bed, while the rest kind of has seeped into the sheets. There's a section of the sheets where it looks like it's been smeared. Possibly possibly the killer like tried to clean off the murder weapon before leaving with it. It's a rather small smear, which kind of insinuates a small weapon.
okay.
Interesting.
I wonder who could have done something like that.
I wonder.
I wonder.
It was
All right.
Nomos. You approach him and he tells you that he liked it. Hell, he loved it.
Alright.
Hello?
Generally around the room?
Generally around the room, everything that's there appears to be with plausible deniability, something that Payaz would have had there. You didn't know him very well. So, everything else in the room seems to be in place. No signs
Okay.
of a struggle elsewhere.
Then, are there...
Oh, I will say, with a 24 in perception, there's a smear of blood on the handle of the door, on the inside.
Okay. Does his door have locks?
Yes.
Do they seem to be broken at all?
New investigation check, please.
It's not nearly as good. 15.
They do not appear to be broken.
Okay. Cool. I guess to the rest of the people in this room, because they are staff/crew, do you know what time he generally turned in?
You turn, and the new captain has already left.
Okay,
the
that's
only person left in there is Lazuli, who goes, like the time he went to bed.
I guess.
I don't know. It kind of depended on the night. If he needed to be like up and helping people through like a storm or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Do you think this is gonna happen again?
I genuinely have no idea. I don't know why someone would do this.
I don't know either.
Just
Payos was just kind of a guy.
He's also like the person trying to get us all where we're going. And there isn't anywhere for a person to run, so that's kind of really stupid.
Well, I mean, the boat can still be like directed because we have Alara.
Other people, but okay, well.
But like, I don't think he's ever been like angry at anybody on board. Like he's kind of a gruff guy, but like he's cool. I don't know.
He got really angry at Armani whenever they asked what the direction they were going in the morning.
Yeah, the only one
and
that
we were
ever
like,
really seemed to like piss him off was like that Asimar that came and talked to him like all the time. Like that was
now
the most
that's
angry I've ever
that's
seen
a
him in
drive
couple
for a
different
murder.
places. I don't know, but like, I don't know. Like I said, we can still get places because Captain Alara can help, but I don't know.
Yeah. That's... I guess I've seen all I really can.
Oh no, I have to stay here.
Are there more people coming to keep watch with you? Am I supposed to go back?
I think you're supposed to go back. I said they said that I was gonna stay and keep watch, so I guess that means he trusts me. That's just good, but I'm getting the heebie-jeebies.
How about stand outside?
I'm gonna stand outside.
Okay.
Leslie kind of ducks out into the hallway.
Yeah, I follow and kind of... I'm gonna close the door behind me.
Mm-hmm.
But when I look at the blood that's on the handle, does it seem to be, how old or dry does it seem?
About...
Blood does, like, it dries brown.
I'll go ahead and tell you, just because you've gotten up close and personal with the blood on the bed. About as old as the blood on the bed.
Okay. Cool. Great. I'm gonna close the door behind me and, kind of, good luck, I guess. Shout if anything happens. Just fucking scream.
Okay.
It's a small enough boat.
I think I can scream pretty loud. I think so. I just, yeah, you have good hearing? Because if you have good hearing, then it'll probably be fine.
I don't know how good my hearing is in comparison to other people, but I'm just gonna nod and yeah.
Cool, great. Okay, then I can trust that if something happens to me, you'll come save me. Great.
I will do my best.
Thank you. Cool.
There is no possible way that this can go wrong. Where in the middle of the night, this person gets murdered and screams for help, and the person standing over their soon-to-be dead body is none other than Ivory, blade in hand, lightning in palm, murder in eyes.
All right, are you headed back to the galley?
Lightning McPaul?
Yes.
Lightning McPaw. P-A-W. I have an accent.
Meow!
No, I wanted to make it a name.
God.
Lightning McPaul. The culprit is Lightning McPaul.
Sorry, the ka-chow to ka-meow was really bad, and I'm sorry that I tried that. It fell flat.
I appreciate the effort, though. I do.
Yeah, well, Jules appreciated it. Thank you, Jules.
Either way, do you return to the galley at this point?
Yes.
Okay, team that has been in the galley this entire time. What are you guys doing while you're waiting for Ivory to come back?
I'm suspicious as hell of
I'm
Macaulay.
suspicious as fucking shit. I would like to
Where's
look
Macaulay?
around. I'm looking at
Macaulay's
Macaulay first. But I'm looking around at everyone. I'm just looking at Macaulay a little bit more carefully.
Okay. You can kind of look through everybody. Do you just mean all of the other passengers that...
Just like a general sweep of like how everyone's doing about it.
Okay.
How are we all coping with grief this fine whatever day of the week it is?
Fair enough. I've never named the days of the week, so redacted. Static.
Yeah.
My favorite day of the week.
Yeah, so you kind of look around and you start with Macaulay and you go around. I'll go down my list. How about that? But starting with Macaulay. You look over at Macaulay. Macaulay is honestly kind of doing the Nomos wall lean.
Hey! Hey! That was the only reason I needed to not trust them anymore. That was the last straw.
Doing the what?
They leaned against a wall?
The Nomos lean. It's not just a lean. It's my lean.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
they are leaning back against the wall, kind of, their cloak around their shoulders. They seem to be wearing, like, pajama pants, that they've been pulled out of bed in. They're this nice deep red color. Look kind of expensive. And...
Blood
Do they have blood on them?
What?
Do they look like they have blood on them?
They look red.
Yeah.
Listen, Deadpool wears red because then his enemies can't see him bleed. So if I were a murderer, I would wear all red because then no one could tell that I was covered in blood. Duh.
Yeah. Either way...
That's why Nomos wears blue.
So no one can see him cry?
Because no one.
So no one can see him cry when he has a moment of emotional weakness, which he doesn't have.
So either way, she's wearing like these kind of very fancy red pajama pants. We've lost Floyd to the void.
Oh no.
Oh.
There we go,
Floyd in
Floyd's
the
back.
void.
The Floyd.
What happened?
Your camera glitched
You became
out.
a wall of meat.
Oh no.
Meatball.
Either way, Macaulay seems to be leaning against the wall, kind of looking around at everybody. Seems to be like fiddling with a coin nervously, as she kind of looks around. Yeah, kind of. I mean, honestly, kind of flipping it between her fingers, back and forth in kind of that kind of way. As she looks back at the rest of the room. Who's next on my list? Kiel and Daka are kind of hovered next to each other, and kind of, one seems to be kind of cooing to the other. One of them kind of looks over. Kiel kind of sees Macaulay off to the side, seems to say something, and like offers a small like butterscotch candy as a reassurance, which Macaulay kind of gently smiles at them and
Get that out of
takes
my face!
which like gently smiles at them and
I
takes
can't
it.
just put aside my distrust of everyone on this ship because of that. But God, it's hard.
Next on my list is Naira. Naira is sitting down. Most people are kind of up and like pacing and stuff. Naira is sitting down. And usually when Naira's in the galley, and Naira's in the galley a lot working. But usually when Naira's in the galley, she has like her stuff kind of laid out around her. Right now, it seems like Naira's kind of fiddling with a pen like this, but like has no actual like papers out or anything. Is just kind of like staring at the desk, kind of keeps glancing back up at the door and then back down. Next on my list is Goradar. Goradar seems to be kind of surveying the room. Goradar's on team pacing. Not necessarily in a tight, very anxious pace, but seems to be kind of running the length of the room, talking to people as necessary, and just kind of keeping an eye on people as he walks around. Kind of a straight face. Zoe and Dinos are, sitting with each other. In all of the times that you've seen them, they are very loud and, bright. The two of them are actually kind of being quiet for once and murmuring amongst each other, just... And
Do we know
going
if
back and
Chaos was a tourist?
forth. I believe that's
That
all
one
the.
person hated tourists.
All right, I believe
Yeah.
that's all the.
God, I will say, obsessed with the message that was just sent in the little Aldrithe chat of so many arcs are just the party is involved in a mass atrocity, and Nomos is also there.
Yeah, it's like, Mhairi's gonna get framed because they took the murder weapon. Psyche's gonna get framed because it was their murder weapon. Ivory's gonna get framed because they probably did it. And Nomos is also here.
God.
Nomos does go up to Psyche while you're kind of inspecting everybody and just, no, I don't know if we have any lines of questions that we're thinking of asking, but I, as well as you, I believe, have access to, truth-telling spells.
Yeah, I didn't prepare it today, but oh wait,
I
that might be why.
did, actually.
I might have prepared it today. I went through all my
I
spells.
wasn't expecting to be
just
fighting
haven't
anything.
fucking prepped any goddamn spells. No, I didn't prep Zone of Truth today because I don't keep it generally prepped, and I had no reason to have it today as much as I want it. I try not to metagame with my spells.
I had it
You prep in your
yesterday
sleep. When
because
does the prep time start?
Morning.
in
It's
long
not-
rest.
It's not
During long
technically
rest.
it's
During
not
long
technically
rest.
a prep in your sleep thing. It is like actually within the game itself, but goes unspoken. Technically, everybody takes like 10 minutes when they wake up in the
If
morning.
I
It's like
woke
the
up
end of
to-
their long rest.
Right,
where they
If I woke
arrange
up
shit.
to the captain is dead, if
I
I'm
think
awake
you would
to
have.
prep spells, I would have taken different
Yes,
spells.
it would have been a morning
Yes.
thing, so you could have changed your prep spells for the day. if
Okay,
you really
cool.
wanted
Then
to.
I do
would let you
have
do
Zone
that.
of Truth and a couple other things.
I remember that I'd had it yesterday just in case anything fishy went down with our friend, but it seems to be becoming used today. So
I can also speak with Payaz.
oh, like speak with dead. Oh, that
Yeah.
would have been fantastic to start with. Wait, okay. Where's the
I
captain?
didn't know that I was allowed to cast that.
No,
I
no,
thought
it's
maybe
fine.
people would be angry with me.
No, yeah. Where's Captain O'Lara? Just a moment.
Captain
Is
O'Lara's
Captain
out there.
O'Lara? Captain O'Lara is doing the room checks.
Yes.
I can go find the captain and
Sure,
bring
that'd be great. We
Go
have
with someone.
9 days. I
Let's travel in
don't
groups
go
of two.
alone. We should.
If Mani, where's Mani?
I'm
Armani's
here.
also
Hello.
kind of
Oh, I
Armani's
see.
also milling around the galley.
You should.
Uh,
I'll stay here.
Take
Alright,
Goradar.
Mani? I was going to say, actually, they did recommend that we not go with people of our own group.
Yeah, exactly.
today.
Because then they more likely vouch for you, so go with someone
Yes.
else.
Yeah.
Gorda,
Do you need something?
friend. Yes. Just accompaniment. Traveling in groups of two, safe within groups of one. I'm going to find the captain.
Fair enough. I can come with you.
Good.
And you kind
For
of.
two formidable individuals and make off
Oh,
all right.
I don't call myself formidable, but
Oh, look at you! Isn't he wearing like armor?
Yes.
Is he also wearing like plate mail?
he's buff as
like,
fuck.
oh,
He's
look
wearing
at
plate
you.
mail. Oh,
You could get
You
taken
flatter
by
me.
a charging owl bear and stand like a brick wall. Look at you, made of mortar. Come on.
you flatter me, but all right. Are you doing okay? Having heard all of this going on.
Honestly, I'm running on adrenaline right now.
That's
Um,
fair. Sometimes
I'm no
we have to do
stranger
that.
to random occurrences of death in enclosed spaces.
Okay.
So this is more it's better than fishing, but maybe not in the long run for everyone involved. I'm running on adrenaline right now. Don't take anything that I'm saying at face value. Would you
Okay.
like to go find the captain with me?
I will.
Great.
We talk like a normal person.
Nomos needs
Nomos
a
can't
lawyer.
talk like Nomos is a lawyer. No, he's a bad one, but he is. Yeah.
Hey, don't say
but
anything
no-
to you a lawyer.
It's the mixed scenario of Nomos cannot talk normally to this man because he has given this man his entire life story within a matter of days, And also, yes, Nomos is running on adrenaline. Someone is just been murdered on his boat. And Nomos is
His
on the
boat.
ocean.
His boat. Whoa.
Yes.
His boat.
Yeah, no, the guy who
No.
died. His boat.
Oh.
Yeah, Payaz's boat. His boat.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His own boat.
You're like Nomos'
Yeah.
boat.
No,
yeah,
it's
we
not
all
Nomos'
took that
boat.
as the same way.
Nomos' boat.
No.
now.
Sorry,
Nomos' boat now.
but- Yeah.
Hey, if you really want to commit a murder, you can go kill the first mate, and then the position will be
No!
open.
right of combat, trial by combat. No, Nomos would win.
Agni Kai.
But no. Yeah, and also he's on the ocean. This is the domain of the. This is the domain that doesn't like him.
It's also the domain of Malius. They're nice.
What the fuck is Malius gonna do for me? He doesn't owe me anything.
Fair
Malius
enough.
would not go out of Malius would not go out of their way to help me out. Respectfully, Malius has nothing to do with me.
Malius is just vibing.
Malius might actually hate me because I threw that stick into the ocean and hit something. That might have been Malius. We don't know. For sure.
For sure.
We don't know. For sure. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go find the captain.
All right. Just make a general perception check for me, because you're just gonna kind of wander until you find the captain.
I get to do perception checks with advantage
Yes,
because
you
of my
do,
magical
because you have a
skill.
shield.
Thank you. Fuck me. All right, doesn't matter. Hey, can Gorodar? I told Gorodar that I'd be
Gorodar
looking
can
for the
roll.
captain. Can he make a check?
There is
'cause
also
that was-
only so many places on a boat.
Oh, this is a matter
That
of
was
how
a
long
4
it
and a
takes.
5.
Gorodar got a
so-
23.
Thank you.
So you roll. You start looking, and you go, he's sure to be down this way. And Gorodar just kind of grabs you by the back of your plate mail and is like, he's not going to be headed towards the kitchen. He's checking rooms. Let's go this way.
Right. Yes. Go ahead.
Oh my god, you're so smart, Gordar. That's so funny.
He's not gonna hit on him. He sees him
No,
as a
that's
father
me.
figure.
No,
Oh,
that's-
that's not Nomos. This is me at Gorodar.
Yes.
Oh my god, you're so smart.
Yes.
Us still gotta stick together. You know, paladins.
So
He does not say that.
with with Gorodar having like grabbed you by the scruff and oriented you on the right track, you do find a couple doors down as Captain Alara leaves a room, and don't look at me like that. As
I
Captain
heard that.
Alara leaves your
I heard
room,
that. Captain what?
Alara.
What?
Are they British?
No.
They have long white hair and
Shut
dark
up.
skin.
Are they a little racist?
They have these little triangles on their cheeks and
Jewish crown.
Stop,
Do they
we've
have a
already
ginger
said
British manservant?
I'm watching The Legend of Oxmagan right now too. It could be her. It could be Allura by
To be
sword.
fair,
Who's to say?
to be fair, Arcane has a character in it named Elora.
This is
Elora.
the thing. I'm innocent. Anyway,
Yeah.
Captain
You're not.
Olara comes out. Good for him.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Welcome to the club.
And they see you in the hall, and it's.
Based.
I will
really
say
let me see.
the agreement was to stay in the galley.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, I'm
You're
not
not
there.
here.
talking
There's a wind on the air. It's like,
I'm just talking to myself in the galley.
no, I just had some news that might behoove you to know. One of the members of our group is a cleric who can speak with the dead, which is
Oh.
very convenient with, you know, this type of situation.
Yes, that is convenient.
Just information that I thought you would know. Have you found anyone left behind?
No, based off of my head count, there shouldn't be, but I wanted to make sure there wasn't any extra funny business going on. Yes,
Any
if you need to
suspicious
speak with
activity
Dad,
in...
then
Oh.
you may.
Great.
Like I said, I left Lazuli out there, and they should be keeping guard, so that is all right. I will continue on room checks.
Any suspicious things found in rooms thus far? I'm sorry, I'm a bit of an investigator myself.
You see Gordar just kind of look over at you.
You know,
Mister,
I'm something of
they'll
an
be in the
investigator
kitchen.
myself.
Gordar just kind of looks over at you, and then looks forward again. And it's
Inquisitor!
yeah, no, that's what he's judging you for. And the captain just kind of, no, not so far. Which I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I will keep looking.
Great. I will head back to the galley and I will let my associate know that we have the go-ahead to commune with the dead.
Right.
Thank you. Best of luck.
As usual, please bring someone else with you if they can stomach being around a body.
I point to Gorodar.
Fair enough. Can you stomach being around a body? And Gorodar's like, I can!
Boy, can I.
Not my favorite pastime, but I can. Fair enough. Well, there's that.
Great.
Thank you for your time. Good luck finding other things. Let's go, son. Alright.
Does he say that?
Yeah.
Nomos straight up stops where he is.
Are you alright?
Yes. Right. Galley.
Gordar just keeps walking. Alright, so, yeah, you guys can head back to the galley and pick up Psyche. Everyone's back at this point. If other members of the Fated Four you would like to all go speak with dead, you are welcome to do so.
Am I back as well?
You should be.
People.
Okay. I feel like I'd
can
probably
see
get
me
back around the
crying
same
my
time.
blue shirt.
I just roll up. I'm like, I don't like walking through the boat alone. Okay, hello, I'm back.
Alright. Are you all going to go do the speak with dead thing together, or are some of you going to stay behind and some of you going to go?
I would like to stay behind.
Okay. Ivory stays in the
Great.
galley.
Ooh, that's convenient. Why am I in character voice?
I want to stay behind because what if someone does something and then we're not there?
No, you're smart.
Armani,
Um,
I'll
stays
stay
with
with Ivory.
Okay, Armani
the
stays with
galley,
Ivory.
if you do.
Fantastic.
Afsalis gang.
So the Afsalises and
Solace
Gordar
gang.
are going
No
to
more.
go.
You can
Afsalis
tell me
gang, of
anything,
course.
Afsalis and Psyche. I would rather not Afsalis.
Sorry, what was Nomos's?
You can tell me anything.
And Psyche's
Yeah.
I'd rather not.
Anything, I would rather
Psyche's
not.
I would rather not.
What a
Yeah.
combo.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
So
That
you
was
two
great.
can make your way across the boat. And back to the room. You both see the thing that I have described in great detail to Ivory. You receive this
Yep.
information as you enter.
Yep.
With the body still laying on the bed and Lazuli looking a little skittish outside. You kind of walk around the corner and Lazuli, hi.
Hey, that's fine. I'm gonna go talk to him. I guess I've never done this before.
He's
but
dead.
yeah. I just sort of
What?
casting light passively.
Damn it! Punches a wall.
Oh, can you do that? Oh, okay. I got worried. I got worried.
No, you're okay.
Yeah. Are you allowed to do? Did the captain say you could do that?
We got
Yeah.
okay from the captain.
Okay. I guess I should probably check that, but I don't think I can do that without leaving. So, I'm just...
That's
Okay,
fair.
go
I
ahead.
promise that we got the captain's okay.
Someone is like murdered. I'm sorry. I don't really. I
Yeah,
don't.
Nomos, your authority doesn't really mean much here, unfortunately.
I'm a trustworthy individual.
Oh, I mean,
Good for you.
if you're like a cop, we're on international waters, so I don't think that means much.
No, being trustworthy does not imply I'm law enforcement. The fact that I
Yeah,
am
that's the
by
exact
proxy-
opposite. Come on, and Psyche just drags Nomos in.
just because I am
Okay, but all of them seem to think that okay. Have fun.
Nomos wears blue not to hide his tears because he's a cop.
No, it isn't.
He can perform citizens' arrests.
No, he is a cop.
Firefighters.
He's more comparable to a firefighter.
He
I
is.
think.
No
He is
such
more
thing.
comparable to a firefighter. Either way,
But-
Yeah.
all three
He
of
does have cough disorder a little bit, and you can't tell me I'm wrong.
He's
Yeah.
been getting better.
kind of
He
you
has
say
been-
this
he has
and
been getting better.
it's kind of this conversation starts, Psyche kind of dragging everyone in, and you hear Gordar behind being like, don't worry about them. I think they know what they're doing. Are you okay? And Lazuli outside's like, yeah, I think so. I don't really do this kind of thing often. And Gorandar's like, I would hope not.
Do you want a butterscotch?
What?
Would you like a small butterscotch candy?
Where did you get
It
that?
sets me at ease, or at least it did last night. That was the first time I ever had one.
Okay. Thank you.
Nomos gives him a butterscotch.
Thanks. I'm not gonna eat this because I'm afraid, like, you're the murderer and you've, like, poisoned it or something, but I appreciate the gesture.
Understood.
You see Goradar just kind of, like, pat the kid on the shoulder and be like,
If you don't want it, I
Nomos,
will
let's-
eat it
let's-
right now.
Hey,
Nomos, let's
okay.
go.
For
Fine.
the record,
Okay.
they keep like fucking forever. So
They do
I think they
what?
taste like ass, but they keep forever.
Oh.
So if it turns out that if it turns
I'm
out
so glad
that
you got that joke, Ewan, because I couldn't keep a straight.
What?
They said they keep fucking forever. And I'm like, they do?
Lazuli said they do what?
Oh, God.
no, they keep
Where do you think the butterscotch
they
flavor
stay-
comes from?
Stop it!
All
They
right,
stay good for a really. Almost, I am trying to be a good person right now, so hard.
Have fun talking to
Talk to
the
the dead
body.
person.
Gordar's like, you stay outside, kid. Let's get this over with.
The Absolus siblings definitely are socially competent.
All right.
Um,
So you walk in.
They,
as I
here's the
said,
thing, alone they are. I think when they're in the same place together, they become a feedback loop of just no.
mhm.
Mhm.
All right. So you can make your way in. Like I said, y'all know these descriptions. Ivory's gotten plenty of them.
Yeah.
Bodies on the bed, slumped back, stab wounds, woohoo.
Love
Alright.
woohoos.
Who?
Alright.
Like the Sims?
Like the chocolate milk.
Like when you
That's
in,
you.
when
You-
Oh, that's
I
Yoo-hoo.
think,
Fuck.
Can I give like a tiny bit of flavor text to the spell just for fun?
Absolutely.
So the spell requires a material component if you don't have a focus, which I do because of my little holy symbol.
Mm-hmm.
But the focus, the material component for it is burning incense, and
Yes.
so I think that the room starts smelling like incense once I start casting the spell.
Yeah.
I think that's fun and funky.
Just smells like it.
Um,
Not actually
yeah.
happening almost.
It's not actually burning. Like you probably think it is, but it's not. No.
Sawdust.
To be fair, it's a dead body. It doesn't smell good in here.
Yeah, no, it
That's
doesn't
true,
smell great
that's
in
true.
here. Honestly, the incense is better than the copper.
And
And
You know.
well, it's not. It hasn't been
Is
that long.
copper
We're not like
bad?
actively decaying.
no, we're not at active decay, but all of the
Copper?
muscles in the body release when
Like
they die.
metallic
Blood.
Oh, okay. Iron.
Iron,
Yeah.
iron, copper, metallic, whatever. I always hear copper.
It's
Vulcans have
something.
copper in their blood. That's why their blood is green.
Well, I
Sorry,
hear the
continue.
taste is like copper. I know it's iron in
Oh,
the blood. I
yeah.
know how
This
bodies
is true.
work
Oh, it does
basically.
taste like copper.
Sorry.
I wonder if you heat. No, this is not a conversation for right
Anyway.
now.
You cannot heat the metal
yes.
in someone's blood with the spell heat metal.
No, it's different. I'll ask it in chat later. I sort of kneel down and touch my little necklace holy symbol thing, and I cast Speak with Dead.
All right.
I have sent you the spell description.
Yes.
So if you can do this
As
in
you
secret.
cast Speak with Dead, you kind of you kind of wait a moment, and the spell gathers in the air, and then Payaz's body just slumps upwards slightly in this weird shade of life. You have 5 questions to ask it.
I do. What was the last thing you saw before you died?
The blade.
Blade. Okay. Also, can someone who isn't me take notes on this because I want to keep asking questions?
A fantastic film.
Blade. Was there a... Do you know who was holding the blade?
No.
That'd be too easy. What were you doing before they came in?
I stirred from sleep to hear the click of the lock.
Were you expecting this?
Oh, I was going to say, ask if the door was locked.
You're running out of questions.
Yeah.
What are we on? That was
That was the question I was about to ask. Was the fourth one?
okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Did you expect this?
No.
Who did you trust most on this ship?
Sorry, I, the DM, have to think about that.
Yeah, sorry.
Mom.
It's between two people, so I'm trying to figure this out in my head real quick.
What?
Who does not
Your
imply
mom.
singular?
Who does imply singular?
It was your mom.
Thank
Sorry,
you,
I'll stop.
Floyd.
Do it, do it, your mom, do it, do it, your mom, do it.
Do it, Mom.
I never trusted anyone as much as I trusted myself. And the body just slumps back to the ground.
That one was a cop-out.
It's true.
Yeah, no, it scans.
Can I check the lock on the door? Is it picked and or broken?
It's not broken. Ivory already got that. You can make an
I've
investigation
already
check to see
got
if it was
the
picked.
Because I know that Nomos had a lock-picking set that he gave to Ivory.
Yeah, he wouldn't have. I didn't want to ask that because we already knew that it was, I think, unlocked by Payaz or picked maybe, but I don't think he would have seen it because he just woke up.
But like, if did he lock the door before going to bed, right?
Yeah.
Because
You just have to be real specific, as you see, because Speak with Dead actively encourages the DM to be cryptic. And
Yes.
Yeah.
Speak with Dead actively says, "I hope the DM shits on you and dies."
Yeah.
Like
The DM
It
shits on
dies
you
to
and
the-
dies?
the DM shits on you and you die.
I hope that Mhairi comes to your house right now, shits
No.
on your desk,
No,
and
thank you.
collapses into a heap.
No,
Your desk's going to be the
the
new
nature of
face down.
humanity is that Ewan reinvents Homestuck.
God.
That is a 17. Wait. Wait, 14 plus 19, sorry.
With the 19 and the fact that you used to have a lock-picking kit, the lock was picked.
All right.
Cool.
So
Oh.
we don't need to worry about figuring out who he trusted enough to let in, I guess.
Yes, door was locked and picked.
No, I'm not there, but that means it's also probably not a member of the crew either, because I feel like the crew would know where the keys were. And wouldn't need to.
Or
Or
he
even
took
just
them on his
knock
person.
and ask to be let in.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
voice they'd recognize.
Yeah.
Well, it's something. Blame.
Sure is
I mean, that
bestie.
makes sense.
It's something.
Blade is a bit vague, though.
Yeah. We should look for that.
Yes!
Hey, is Psyche reacting in any way, shape, or form to me being like, man,
with
a
the-
blade of some
Yeah,
sort?
with the we should look for that, Nomos, if you'd like to make an insight check, you can. I do believe Gordon
And I
will
would.
also
I
be
would
making
like
an
to go
insight
into
check.
detail.
Yeah. Psyche is just like sort of staring into space.
No, yeah, Psyche. No one knows what Psyche looks like when they're trying not to think about something. That was a 16 plus 1, 17.
Make a deception check, Psyche.
I do not have good wisdom. Gorodar does, though.
Gorodar has very good wisdom and has made an insight check against Psyche. 15. So Nomos passes, and that's good to know with Gordar's.
Cool.
Terrifying.
Almost does straighten up a little bit. All right. Is there anything else to be gained in here, or?
Can you cast Eyes of the Lover on a dead body?
No.
No, I think it requires someone living. Though I was tempted to do that in the cabin, in the main galley.
Oh God, I am not doing that to
That would be
Mhairi.
sensory overload as well. I mean, if you'd like to do it, sure, whatever, but that's gonna suck so bad for you, you might take a point of psychic damage.
Nice.
I can do that 82 times.
I can't do it that many times.
No, I can just get hit 82 times with one
I'm
point
aware.
of psychic damage.
Yeah. Then no. I don't think so. The only other things I do would require him to be alive.
Which we can't really help. My next step was just general questioning and zone of truth on those in the galley.
Mm-hmm. I can cast Zone of Truth 3 times.
I would ask Gorodar if they can too.
Also, I have Eyes of the Lover, so I can see personal connections. I can't cast it in the galley with everyone, but
Sure.
maybe in smaller groups.
Yeah, take out some breakout groups or something. I can do Zone of Truth 3 times as well.
I don't have Zone of Truth prepared, I'm sorry.
That's all right. I doubt we're going to be working on solving this for just one day, so there's a chance tomorrow. But technically I could do it 5 times. But there's that, as well as I would know who succeeds and who fails at resisting the spell. So that means we can set aside groups of people for secondary questioning. If that's something that we want to engage in.
That's smart. And if you do Zone of Truth for some, I can do Eyes of the Lover for others, and
Sure.
we can just see.
Sure. All right. Let's make our way back then.
Okay. As the 3 of you make your way back towards the galley, and soon I'll get to the group that has been in the galley watching people, if you have anything you'd like to do, but as you guys kind of make your way back to the galley, Gorodar kind of lingers behind a little bit just to help, just to kind of talk to Lazuli a second, and then follows behind the 2 of you, and kind of Psyche, as you move into the galley, kind of reaches out and grabs you by the shoulder, Nomos. Kind of goes, "Can I speak with you a moment?"
Sure.
That's your brother, you said?
Yes. I also picked up on some hesitation there.
Is there
Whether that
something
means
we
he's
as a group
guilty or
should know
not.
about?
Nothing that I know about. It doesn't necessarily mean that he's guilty, but definitely means that they're letting on less than they know, which is not reassuring. I can pull them aside later. But
Is your sister capable of that?
killing someone?
Presumably without motive, unless you think of a motive for your sibling there.
Psyche is someone who could definitely kill someone, not without motive, though.
Why would you?
They're being honest.
I'm being.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be honest. Yeah. No. Psyche is a.
Are you
individual-
capable of murder? Yes. Would you murder? No.
Yeah, no, I feel like
Psyche-
I also feel like Gordar would probably take. Yes, they are capable of murder, but
But
they
they'd
probably
need-
wouldn't do it without reason.
Psyche is one of the most motive-driven people I know. They don't do anything without good reason. Whether that reason is to simply incite, some sort of confusion, yes, but they put more thought into it than that. And also, I'd like to think they've been better lately. Still, I'll pull them aside and ask.
Sometimes people who we think have changed. These things aren't linear, kid. Just keep an eye on them.
Don't I know it? Will do. If you catch anything when I'm gone, feel free to let me know as well.
Of course. And Gordar kind of steps back and enters the galley. With everyone re-entering the galley, we will pick up on questioning and stuff after the break, because with shorter time, it's break time already. So we will be back in, 10, 12 minutes. Very soon, if I can, if I actually get around to it, which I do know I'm a little behind on, we'll have a timer during break, so we can be held more to the time limits we take, and you guys know when we're going to be getting back, though I do set timers on my phone, so I try to be back as punctually as possible. I will try to do that again. First of all, before we get off to break, though, this is your weekly binder check. If you are one of our friends that wears a binder, please make sure you can take a deep breath, that you can stretch, and if you do those things with pain, maybe it's time to take it off and give yourself a break. Just a thought. Be sure to also
Make
get...
some soup.
Yeah. Just be sure to also get a snack or a drink while you're in during break if you need it. I'm out, so I know I'm going to be doing that. But yes, you all should as well, to make sure that you hydrate just as much as we do. I know someone, instead of hydrate or die straight, said hydrate or die straight, and I think that's even more of a threat. So
What moral
just keep that in
choices
mind.
would set me down such a path?
I'm just saying. Keep it in mind. We'll be back in 10, 12 minutes to pick up with the rest of the story for tonight as things as the murder mystery unfolds.
And we perhaps find the imposter among us.
All right, we're going to break. Okay, see
Sorry.
y'all very soon. Woohoo! Bye. See you soon.
Help me.
Sorry. Bye. See you soon.
And after hitting the wrong button, now I'm leaving. Bye.
Please, God.
Woohoo! 10 minutes. No Lady of Thorns. Woohoo! Bye. Hi, everyone. What the fuck happened? For context for our listeners, I'm deafened for the group during break. I have no idea what the fuck they're on
What
about.
just happened? So we were talking about Steve Rogers, Captain
I
America.
accidentally called him Steve Jobs.
And then you started making so my server muted you.
And it was, and so Ewan just goes, "Did you know that canonically Steve Rogers can't get drunk or high?"
And then
And then Mhairi had us come back on while deafened, and we were just trying so hard. We were trying so hard.
So if you opened the stream
Well-
and heard me whisper, "Who the hell is Steve Jobs?"
No, I was still muted for that.
Oh, great.
Well, now that we've had a fantastic way to end the thing before break,
I'm
and
so sorry.
come back to who the hell is Steve Jobs, are we all good to get back into some fun Dungeons and Dragons?
No.
Yes.
And
All right.
investigation. I don't.
Well,
something
you get to
else.
investigate a murder anyway that you may or may not have
Yep.
committed. Who knows?
Who knows? That's a secret
You don't
cell
know,
never tell.
for
That's
sure.
a secret cell, Ivory.
So, those of you that have been back in the galley this entire time, was there anything you wanted to do just in general, or were you just keeping a general eye out?
I did want to ask Armani something, which is, hey, do you have extra locks?
Yeah, who do you think I am?
In our room tonight?
Of course.
Great. That's it. That's all I needed to do the entire time.
Armani is like so proud of you right now. Like their heart is warm. They're like, ah, they understand.
An extra lock would have been really nice.
Should have given Chaos an extra lock.
See, you know what else we need? Wait,
Mhm.
how many do you have?
Last time I checked, about 27.
Okay, if we can like add a
Is
few
this
and then
canon?
It is now.
Yeah.
Dang, locks cost
It is
50
now.
gold.
No, I'll let them have it.
Armani
Comes from
Okay.
a rich family.
Armani had them
Yeah.
the whole time.
No, I've had them the whole time. Like, I usually just use 5 on my door, but like, I've had them the whole time.
They have different ones and they swap them out each time so that if people are following us, they don't know which kind to expect.
Exactly. Like, is it combination? Is it key? Is it like what's happening? You know what I mean? You gotta keep them on their toes.
Just however many you put, just give me like half of the keys and then Psyche the other half. Just that way, extra safe.
Sorry, you want me to give you the keys to the locks?
To the inside of our own room, yeah?
Oh, sorry. I think I meant of all the keys that were of all the locks that I would give everyone.
Oh, so
and I was
Ivory
like,
can
no,
completely
no.
non-suspiciously get into your room.
No. Half of the
just give
keys.
all the keys to me, and it'll be super safe.
No,
You
to-
and Psyche,
my
the
room.
two suspects.
God.
Like if you put
No.
4 locks on my door, you give 2 of the keys to me and 2 of the keys to Psyche, so that's we both have to unlock the door to get out the door. That's
That's smart.
Yep.
That is very smart.
you should probably do the same with Nomos, but
You're so smart.
yep, I
Yeah.
went to school.
Yep.
I did. I went to
Okay.
college.
Fair enough. I'm so
I
smart.
got kicked out, but I
went to
went.
school for a little bit.
I
Yeah.
think you say
It
that
is a
in
fire
like,
hazard.
years ago.
It is a fire hazard. You know what else
That's
is a fire
dangerous
hazard?
with Ivory.
Ivory is a person.
Yeah. Well, that makes it
So,
worse. So when Ivory explodes, then they can't escape. Anyway,
Well, then the fire will be confined at least for a little while.
fair
And
enough.
Only 2 people have to die.
So, I will say during this time, everyone kind of shifts positions in the galley. It looks like Macaulay kind of literally just moves to a different part of the room. The elderly couple goes and sits down. One of them kind of leans ahead on the other shoulder. Zoe kind of gets up and starts kind of pacing, joining team pacing. Naira stays where she is, keeps looking up at the door and back down again.
Okay.
Any...
I think I go sit down like against a wall somewhere. I'm just gonna chill.
Fair enough. Armani?
Armani is kind of walking in a very tight circle, like in place. You know what I mean? Just like not pacing, but just like I'm gonna like wear a hole in this carpet right here, or the hardwood or what the fuck ever they're staying on, because it doesn't matter. But they're visibly anxious. Yeah. Even more so.
Bro, I'm straight up not having a good time right now.
Yeah, Armani's straight up not having a great time, but
Well, let's see.
mainly
if it gets
because they are
worse.
holding a murder weapon in their pocket, and that's a little
Yeah,
bit stressful.
fair enough. All right, fair enough. So,
Please God, no one asked me about the knife in my pocket because I cannot lie to save my life.
fantastic. We'll see what happens. So, with the group settling there, then Nomos, Psyche, and Gorodar can return. Psyche coming in, and then Nomos and Gorodar coming in after a slight delay. Everyone returns to the galley, where again most people have gathered. It seems like Captain Alara is not back yet. What do we
Did
do?
you get anything out of the spirit, whatever the fuck? The captain.
You're muted.
Am I?
No.
Yeah,
No,
a little.
Asa.
Not much. Should we just pool everything we know?
Should we do so right here, in the middle of everyone?
I mean, we can do it here and now if you want. I personally would like to be on a level of, openness with the captain.
Yeah.
Well, with the captain, of course, but like, with all honesty towards everyone in this ship currently, if someone is doing a crime and does not know what they have and have not hidden, telling them is probably not the best idea.
You are having this conversation in the middle of the room, though.
Yeah, no, I'm.
Like, everyone can hear us right now.
Yeah, and
Yes, I'm just like, to everyone in this ship, that does not seem like the safest plan.
I mean, and as you say that, kind of a moment later, Naira speaks up from where she's been sitting. Or you can tell everyone so you don't have time to cover your tracks. You know,
What?
equal distribution of information, so if anything changes, someone can notice.
True. Okay.
Does have a point.
Sure. Should we? I mean, dead first. With. I mean, did they just say who killed them?
Not without luck.
No, I asked. The last thing we saw, I was told the dead speak vaguely. They do, like really, really vaguely. So, the last thing that he saw was a blade, the knife, whatever stabbed him. He didn't see who killed him. He wasn't expecting it. God, what was the other question I asked?
Lock.
Who you
Why did you wake
Yeah.
up? The lock stuff, and
And
who did you trust?
trust?
He woke up. He woke up to the sound of, as we figured out, the lock being picked.
Okay.
So
From what I saw, it was 5 major stab wounds and might have been drawn out somewhat. There was a spell cast either before or after, probably to stun him, so that I'm assuming it was before because it would just make sense, but we're not to know. The killer knew what they were doing. The wounds were in very damaging areas, and there was some amount of blood on the bed, but not really anywhere else in the room except for a little on the doorknob. So the fight might have happened somewhere else or was very fast overall. Although if you said that he woke up, then probably right there.
I, among several others, I believe.
of us, among us.
us. Among us.
Gang, I make you a murder
as well
mystery.
as several
Do you
others.
Gang, I need you to know the struggle I've been having. Do you know how I have to stop myself and say crew members every single time? Because crewmate is a perfectly logical
wake word.
option for what is going on here.
You can't just say crew.
Do you
Part
know
of the crew.
specific members is what I mean here. Do you know the sacrifices I have to make?
No, you can't do this to me. This is my campaign. You don't know the sacrifices I had to make. But
Oh, and
me as well as some of. Oh, sorry.
and you mentioned a blade. I do think it was a knife based on just how big the stabs were.
I, as well as some other folks on the ship, I believe, have the ability to, deduce someone's truthfulness through magical means. I want to make my plan clear. I will be casting the spell Zone of Truth on various groups of people to vet who may or may not be involved in the murder. I will also be, if there is anyone else not associated with my group who would like to be a double-blind testing mechanism, so there was no bias involved, I'm open to this. But if not, it is the best we can do, to my knowledge, unless anyone has any...
Psyche sort of mumbles to themselves, Nomos, you know what a double-blind study is?
Yeah, Ivory kind of just like looks at Psyche as
Nomos
they say
doesn't
that.
know what a lot of
Of all
things
the
are.
things
Nomos
to know
does
about.
know. Nomos doesn't know what an allergy is, but Nomos does know what a double-blind study is.
He's kept up on
They know what a
scientific
control
ethics.
group are.
Yeah.
You kind of say that, and
Nomos took the PSAT.
Macaulay steps up and is like, but wouldn't everyone have to kind of resist the thrall of the spell twice? Someone might succeed
willingly-
against yours.
You can willingly fail, and if you do succeed, I know.
But we are working on your word.
Which is why I'd want to introduce other non-associated members, if any such exist. And if we don't have one, then you can simply take me and, gauge my honesty.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone only has it once, then they could cast it on Nomos and see if he is doing as he says.
This is true.
Does anyone else have it?
I do.
Okay, I don't trust you to judge him.
Yeah, that's
Does
fair.
anyone else have it?
There's
Kind of looks-
Goradar.
I don't
Goradar
have it
doesn't have a
prepared,
presence.
that's what I said.
Not today, but tomorrow.
I could try. Macaulay kind of. Yeah, I trust you more than them.
What is with this?
What is this sudden hostility from Macaulay?
Yeah,
we were
what
like
the
buddy
fuck
buddy
is
yesterday.
happening? We're
It's
vibing.
not.
Can-
It's not
can we
that
go?
Macaulay is being openly aggressive towards. This is not meant as an open aggression. It's just literally
Yeah.
the I trust that more than I trust inner party things, and
Yeah,
they're stressed
okay,
the fuck out.
okay.
This is not meant as a
This is true.
hostility.
Okay,
This
so
is,
I'm
there's
just
been
saying,
a
like,
murder.
shit.
Yeah, it's just like,
They're a little
like,
stressed.
I trust you, but you worship that god. So
Yeah, no, this is not a targeted hostility. To
Okay.
be clear.
All right, then I'd be amicable to start vetting as soon as possible, unless anyone else has objections.
One of the elderly couples speak up, I believe. Let me check real quick. Yeah, it's Daka. Oh, wait, checking. No, it's Kiel. Kiel's the one. Kiel kind of looks up and gently kind of pats Daka where he's kind of leaning against her shoulder, and is like, he's sleeping briefly. Do we have to do this now and wake him up, or can it wait a little bit at least so he can get rest? You know, these things going on. He's a little frightened of it all.
Sus.
I can vet him first, and then he can leave.
I don't want him to leave and be alone when there's someone on board that's
Well, the two of you
hurting
could.
people.
The two of you could depart if you so desired,
I
or I
just-
can simply do my vetting elsewhere on the
Just,
ship.
would you like me to wake him? No, literally, he's leaning against them. Like, asleep against them is what's happening here, to be
Alright.
clear. This isn't a location date. Just can it wait a little bit? Just so he can sleep?
They can go last.
Okay, then we'll go last. Is that okay with you all?
All right, sure.
Okay.
I just it's I'm trying to look. I have it written down here how many people I can do. Okay, anyone in a 15-foot radius sphere of me. If I stand in the center of the room, how big is this room? How big is the galley? I'd suffice to say 30 feet long, probably. Then I can fit everybody. Power of geometry.
Before we do anything that might be time consuming, where is the captain?
Still at doing
the captain
rounds as
here?
far as you know.
We can.
Should we go get them?
I think so.
Sure, we can
Would
wait.
someone like to accompany me?
Someone not from the party. Just trying to maintain transparency betwixt groups here.
There's kind of a moment. No one volunteers, and then there's... Fine, I'll go. And Naira stands up.
Yeah.
Cool. We go.
Yeah, in very awkward silence, with Naira kind of holding a spell book to their chest as she walks, kind of.
Before we go, where were they last time?
Oh, I give the vague location.
Make a perception check just to navigate real quick.
That's not very good. That, my friends, is a 12.
12. Okay.
Oh boy.
It takes you a little bit together to find him. Naira isn't the most perceptive either. No, wisdom isn't their highest stat.
Nor is dexterity.
Hey now! Hey now! Hey now!
Can't.
Shut your mouth!
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
I saw an opportunity. I'm sorry.
Wow. Okay.
Uh,
The two of you kind of go through the halls, and eventually find the captain. Kind of the end of the loop. Seems to be safe and all that, kind of making their way back with... Oh, again, I feel like we have this rule of staying in the galley that's being broken over and over. What do you need?
we didn't know when you were coming back.
I'm-
Thought you might want to watch. People are going to start casting through spells. If you want to help judge that.
Oh, help
Thought
judge.
kind of a captain. Well,
Yes.
thought that kind of a captain should be there activity.
Fair enough. I will do that. I've pretty much finished my rounds at this point. I think there's not much to find, so I will-
Can I? This is an interesting insight or a specific thing to look for, but I want to make sure this is still the captain.
Okay, make an insight check.
Because you know what the worst thing to occur on the ship would be right now? A shape changer.
Yeah.
That would be pretty sucky. That is
Yeah,
not
that
very
would.
good. What am I rolling?
Insight.
That's a 13.
13 seems to be the new captain.
Cool beans. Okay. We're going back.
All right, you make your way back, bringing Olara with you. You re-enter the galley, and questioning can begin. So who are we throwing in group number 1? AKA, are you just throwing everyone in a circle and going around, or what's the plan here?
How long does it last?
How does it
Zone of
last?
Truth lasts 10 minutes.
Okay.
You might want to break that into groups.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's first?
That's
Who
you,
is first?
Ewan.
Casting Zone of Truth.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're up.
Sorry, I was reading something. I can get everybody in my radius, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Last
10
10
minutes.
It only lasts 10
Copy.
minutes, so who are you interviewing first?
Can I? Okay. I'll do the old elderly couple last. I can stick with, why not? I'll do Gorodar, and Naira. Why not?
Okay. Let me roll. Well,
Start with Gorodar and Naira.
Gorodar and Naira are both going to just give in to the spell.
Okay, great. Were you in any way, shape, or form involved in the murder of Captain Payar's Starry Eyes?
Gorodar goes, not that I know of. Naira goes, not that I know of.
Do either of you know any information that you have not shared with the crew regarding the murder of Captain Payar's Starry Eyes?
Both of them kind of take a minute. Gorodar goes, no. Naira goes, I don't think so. I don't know, do theories count? I don't know.
theories may help.
It's all right.
Is it? Because if it is, you should not be able to say that. If it isn't, you should not be able to say that.
It's all right, not in that sense, but in the slang way, you know.
Tell me later, please. If you trust me, and if you don't, is there anything I can do to make you trust me?
Theories don't mean anything. It's why we do the study of stuff to actually figure that
Well, a
stuff
theory
out.
is a good place to start.
Yeah,
sometimes.
well, I'm not the one doing the investigating, am I?
I just appreciate the help, is all. This isn't for personal gain. This is for safety of, everyone on board, yourself included. Your theory might be able to help keep people safe.
Do you have any more questions?
Nomos kind of looks at the party. Is there anything else I should ask?
No. You should also question us.
I will. I'm
Do
gonna
you
get to you.
ask,
Okay.
do you have a crush on me, or like?
So what are we?
What are we? What's happening there?
What's the hot
You have
dog?
to tell the truth to everyone in this circle,
You
right?
can't lie.
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
do.
if
So I'm gonna move to the
conversations
next
happening
person.
in the room anywhere, people can also question each other.
True, but they don't know
Lies.
who succeeds and who fails.
That is true.
That's true.
Yeah. All right, then I'm gonna
I mean-
move. I'm gonna move to Dinos and Zoe.
Okay.
Dinos, whose last name is Orr, because their full canon name is
Yes.
Dinosaur. All right, just the standard. Were either of you in any way, shape, or form involved in the murder of Captain Payar Starry Eyes?
I was asleep, dude. And Zoe's like, yeah, no, I wasn't involved.
All right. Do I know whether they passed or do they both give in?
Oh, they both gave in.
Great. All right. Do either of you have any information that you know that has not been shared with the group regarding the murder of Captain Payar Starry Eyes?
No, I don't know how smart you think I am, says Zoe, but I don't have a lot.
Sometimes people
going
aren't
on.
smart, but sometimes they're observant. Sometimes they see
No,
things.
I just got nothing going on up there.
You're in good company.
A fly
good
buzzes
for
through
you.
the inside of their skull.
Fucking mood.
All right. Is there any hovering thoughts and or suspicions that could in any way assist in the solving of this murder?
Let's point some fingers.
Your friend was the one who found the body, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for your time. If there are any other questions that I need, I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna make my way over to why not? It's because I've been trying to stay away from like bias and favoritism by like going to people that I'm suspicious of first. So I'm going to go talk to Macaulay and is Lasley here?
No, Lasley's still at the
Lasley's still up
keeping
there.
guard.
Okay.
You
Then
can do like one of us in that group.
yeah, I'll talk to Macaulay and Psyche. Why not?
Okay, Macaulay and Psyche. Macaulay's gonna roll.
Okay. Hey, Psyche, you gonna roll?
Oof, Macaulay did get a 7 though.
Oh, that fails.
Really?
Listen, sometimes I have a really shitty spell save. It's a wisdom save, Psyche.
Psyche, choose. Hey,
remember the
Psyche.
questions I've been asking.
yeah, I know. I'm aware. Psyche is gonna roll and
Okay.
just
Okay.
make pointed eye contact with you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. That's a 25.
Good, you pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't
Nomos
have to
does
tell the truth.
furrow his brow slightly at just that whole exchange because both of y'all didn't get
Yeah.
in.
We both did weird shit.
Great. Do either of you were either of you directly or indirectly involved with the death of Captain Payar Starry Eyes?
No.
I know.
Do either of you have any information that has not been shared with the group regarding the death of Captain Payar Starry Eyes?
No.
No.
All right. Sorry, your silence was worrisome for a moment there.
I had to think, dude.
No, it's fine. Just I know that in many a case, the response to zone of truth when you cannot tell a lie but you wish to is just. I'm sorry.
I gave you a no. I don't know what you want.
No, it's
from
fine.
me.
It's fine. I'm sorry. I'm on edge. It's a lot for everyone. You're fine. Sorry.
You're my number one suspect.
No, I cannot like someone and not think that they're a murderer.
I think the
I
number
don't
one
think so.
suspect right now.
Is you? Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do think the number one suspect right now is Psyche.
Yeah. All right. Those are kind of the main two, unless anyone else has any suggestions. But if not, please continue to carry about your day. If you learn anything that could be assisting in the investigation at all, please.
Are you not gonna question?
I'm talking to
Rex?
just these two.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought it was
just
just-
fitting up these two. If either of you learn anything, please let me or someone know and be safe. All right. Let's go for Ivory and Mani.
Sure.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ivory skips in.
what kind of check do I need to make?
Wisdom.
To try
Should be a
to
wisdom saving.
Make a wisdom saving
You
throw.
can choose to fail.
wisdom.
You can choose to fail.
I choose to fail.
15?
Actually, let me check. That might be on the number. My spell save is 15, so you do succeed.
You do succeed.
All right.
Hit means beat. So
This
Nomos
session is
does-
making me feel DLC emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Nomos is, again, seeing at you not giving in, looks at you for a moment, looks at Ivory. Right, were either of you involved knowingly or unknown? Were either of you involved directly or indirectly in the murder of Captain Pale Story Eyes?
no.
I found the body, but nothing else.
And
I don't think that counts as
investigated
involvement.
after.
I was not involved. What?
And I investigated after.
Yeah, I mean, but pre-murder, no.
Do either of you have any information regarding the murder that has not been shared with the rest of the group?
Nope.
I'm re-looking through my notes to see if there's anything I just like skimmed over and should say.
Hey, so Nomos was already a little suspicious of Psyche, but seeing that Nomos knows that Ivory chose to not fail the wisdom save, can I make an insight check on Armani?
Armani? Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Sorry, Mani, not Ivory. Sorry if I said Ivory.
Okay, I'm gonna roll deception just because I'm in a room with people. I want
Yeah.
to tell you, I just don't want everyone else to know.
You also
Yes,
have
16.
sending stones.
That is true, but I'm not gonna be super obvious about that right now. What did you roll?
16. 15 plus 1.
Fuck, I also rolled a 16, but I have a -1 to deception.
Oh, I forgot about Mani's charisma score, or lack thereof.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to lie. to you.
Also, actually, Psyche, even if Psyche had not succeeded on their roll, actually could not be put under the effects of Zone of Truth. I just remembered.
Yes,
Psyche is
I
still wearing
forgot
a
about
ring
that.
of mind shielding.
Shit.
Mm,
Yeah,
something you've never told Nomos about.
true.
So he would not question about it. But okay. All right then.
And the extra
Nomos
information I got
does.
was no. I was checking my notes to see if there was anything I just didn't say, but I don't think so.
All right. Nomos makes eye contact with Mani.
They're
Alright, if
definitely
anything-
hiding something.
I can
Definitely
tell.
hiding something. Yeah.
If there's anything that you do learn regarding the investigation, please let me or one of the crew members know. Be safe. Nomos is gonna head over to Daka and Kiel. I'm sorry, saved you for last. Is Kiel still sleeping?
No, Kiel's awake now. Kind of while you were off doing other stuff. It seems like the two have woken up, and are standing. Are standing now, kind of nervously waiting. With, sorry, how does this work?
There's a current spell going on. You can willingly give into it, and I ask you questions, and you cannot lie magically. Should be quick, not invasive. Were either of you directly or indirectly involved in the
First of
murder
all-
of Captain Payout stuff?
First of all, they do willingly fail to save.
Great, yes. Right.
And they did that earlier when you cast it, like just kind of
Great.
Whatever. It's been holding. So what was the question? So it's the same one you've been asking, right?
Yeah, it's the same one. Were you directly or indirectly involved in the death of Captain?
We were asleep all night. So I'm sorry I can't help you.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to be thorough. It's not fair if I don't question everyone.
I understand.
Do either of you have any information regarding the murder that has not been shared with the rest of the crew? Or passengers? I do need you to say no, because silence can be interpreted as a yes. I apologize, I didn't make that clear.
Oh, we have to talk, or
A non-answer means that you could be
I
attempting.
think I see. Okay.
No, you're fine. Take your time.
I'm thinking. Memory gets rough anyway, but it was a nice night. Does that help you?
Not in this case, but it is good to know. Thank you.
No, but thanks.
If either of you learn anything, please let me or a crew member know. Stay safe.
Okay, you too.
That was such a boomer moment. I wanted to
Yeah.
rock kick that person so badly just now.
No, it was it was the oh, we have to yep, no, you're fine. Take your time. It's good. Should have mentioned it earlier. On me. I worked at a pizza place.
Yeah.
Say no. They didn't say no.
Asa, you're muted.
The little fucking chip reader at my job
Oh my
will
God.
scream and scream and scream and scream. And the lovely, lovely boomers, I say with all the love and genuine kindness in my heart, who check out at my store, the thing will be going ding, ding, ding.
Oh,
and I'll be
God.
standing like, yeah, when I was your age, I moved up, and I'm like, thank you. Please take your card out. Please.
Did they say no?
Huh?
They said no.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
said it was a nice night. Does that
They
help?
said,
They
they
did
said it
not-
was a nice night. When you asked if they had information they were hiding, and they said it's a nice night after
Yeah.
you told them to say yes or no.
Yeah.
They never said yes or no.
My spell is still going. Sorry. I need you to if you have information, if you do not say no, I have to assume the worst.
I don't understand how this works at all. Do you know?
That's fine. If you don't understand it, just say no, you don't have any information.
No, I don't have any information for you.
Okay. Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you
rest of your
so
day.
much.
I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for your patience. I still have some crew members that I can interview. I think my spell's
Euthanize.
probably run out now.
This couple
But
is
I
no
still
longer
have to
cute.
go over to the
Already
captain.
them.
I still have to go to Losley, and I still have to go to. There were 4 lookouts that I still need to talk to.
Okay. So what's the order looking at there?
I can do the captain because the captain's right here. Maybe we don't need to go through it unless if something would happen. But I would like to confront Losley, and then I would like to confront the 4 lookouts.
Okay, repeat that
I would
briefly.
ask
Sorry, I was writing notes.
captain because they're here. Losley next because I know where Losley is. I'd ask the captain where the 4 lookouts are, and I'd interview all of them. I have enough spells.
Okay. I mean, the 4 lookouts are currently in here because everyone's in the.
Oh,
group.
great. Then can I just confront them?
Yeah,
I'll recast if my spells run out.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cast a spell. Please give in willingly so I can get full honesty from all of you.
Give it. Sure.
Sorry, you are going to feel a brief magical effect.
Hey, Vari, would you rather he say, please submit to the spell?
Shut up.
Submit
That's
to
the
my
other
will.
option.
Submit to my design.
Um,
One of the
to
4
my design.
lookouts looks to the other one and goes, "Should I have a lawyer?" And the other one goes, "I don't know if we can do anything about that on the water." Yeah, no, that's fair.
I'm just saying that
International
yes,
waters.
you can choose to not let it occur. That will be seen as quite suspicious, if I'm going to be honest. Actively
should,
wanting
'cause it's
to
a
not
truth
tell
fact,
the truth, quite suspect. But
You can shorten
No.
it to sus if you want
no,
to.
I'm not going
Do
to.
the shorter
I'm
version.
trying so hard to keep Vari alive.
I
I'm not.
appreciate
I
that.
feel
I'm
bad.
hanging on by
Yeah.
a thread.
I know it's okay, darling. I got you.
You know,
So
The captain's
on-
out patrolling. Maybe he should look in the vents because people might be able to
on
travel
the
through
pirate
What
ship.
vent?
We're not a pirate ship. We're just a passenger ship.
Okay, yeah, but still. All right. So the four watch folks. Do they all?
Yeah, they all submit to it. You're good.
Great. Just go through the questions quick. Did any of you directly or indirectly have involvement in the murder of the Captain Payal Starry Eyes specifically?
No. And all of them kind of no.
Okay, great. Do any of you have any information, or did you see anything that has not been shared with the rest of the group that could assist in the investigation of the death of Captain Payal Starry Eyes?
No. One of them goes,
No one
"I
saw
a
anything."
bird." think it was an
I
albatross.
unless it was a person-sized bird. Did you kill it?
No, I'm not stupid.
Okay, making sure. I don't know. We have some people on this boat who willingly told me they have nothing going on upstairs. All right.
There
So
isn't an upstairs. No, shut up. They mean they're stupid. Oh.
all right. Multiple people on this ship who may have. Is that a no? Is that a flat-out no from
No.
everyone? No one
The
saw
answer is no.
anything. I take it the
No.
albatross wasn't person-sized because that can be a person.
No. No?
Great. Thanks. Bird people exist.
Yeah, there's some over there. What are we
exactly.
talking about?
I was just asking if anyone could have crept onto the ship. All right. Thank you for your time. If any of you learn anything,
How did we
then
get
please
here?
let me know. You said you saw a bird.
Yeah, I saw a
And then
bird.
you-
It's fine. If you learn anything, let me know later. Be safe.
I
Yes,
thought you said if you murder anything. I was like really worried as to the faith you had in me.
While this is happening, this agonizing conversation that we are all privy to, I look over at Armani while I fidget with my sending stone, and I just say, I think we should tell them.
Everyone? This is back. This is on sending stone.
Might as well.
I'm gonna still talk to the captain and Leslie.
I'm sending stone. But it frames you. It comes back to you directly.
If I'm the one who did it, then it should. If we find more information, then it won't.
Also in the stone, I also have the dagger like in my pants right now, so I think I shouldn't pull it out, like, just right now. I think that would look really bad.
You don't think you should whip it out, Armani?
They're pulling their cock out. I'd love to investigate further, but they're pulling their cock.
What is that?
And Psyche, who is watching Nomos have this conversation, just sort of like giggles a little bit, objectively at that conversation, but Armani knows. Armani knows.
And I hate you so much for it.
Because Psyche is fully signing their, yeah, I think we should tell them. I was like, yeah, not now. Wait until later. But, I mean, later isn't like when Nomos is done interviewing the captain, I'll explain what I held back.
Okay, so Nomos interrogates the captain. So you walk up to the captain. Oh.
Yes. God, what is it with the Epsilas and having absolutely no self-preservation whatsoever? Sorry.
Justice and truth, right?
Fair enough.
No. Yeah, Wonder Woman?
Fair enough. I mean, I don't know, but
Isn't
fair
that
enough.
what Wonder Woman says?
Fair enough.
I don't know. Either way.
Right. Either way. Please let the spell take effect. Not doing so does look suspect.
You can say the shorter version of it.
You
again.
have
I'm not
to-
going to say the shorter version.
You have to interview me with the spell.
I want to talk to everyone, leave no
Oh.
stone unturned and all that.
Right. Of course. Sure. Sure. And the captain gives him.
Can I insight check that whole
Sure.
little exchange that happened right there? I don't know about you. That's an 11 plus 1, 12. Wait, yeah, 12.
If this was a classic murder
Looks
mystery,
nervous.
the first suspect would have been the first mate, who is currently the captain.
Yeah.
That's
it
how
was the
things
butler.
It's always
It's
you always check
the butler.
The first
Yeah,
mate
It
is
rarely
the
is
butler.
the fucking butler, but you
I know,
always are
I'm
supposed to
making a
think it
clue
is.
joke. But trust me, I've been in 2 high school productions of Murder Mystery Nights.
God.
I know how these
Nomos
go.
walking in, displaying his credentials, like, trust me, I was in a high school production of Clue the Musical.
But all right. Were you in any way, be it directly or indirectly, involved in the murder of Captain Payos Starry Eyes?
No. I guess I don't know indirectly, but no.
Well, it's like, did you tell someone to do it? Would have been indirectly,
No.
right? Do you have any information regarding the death of Captain Payos Starry Eyes that has not been shared with the group?
What's been shared with the group?
I go over what has been shared with the group. I can speed run through it if you want.
It's up to you.
I have some bad news.
What?
Technically, your dad figure would have something that has not been shared with the group. It's been shared with you, but it's not been shared with the group at large, and it is that Psyche was hesitant in
The
other
group can mean different things.
Yep.
That is true.
That's very
Fuck.
broad.
I
Remember
did say
that
with the
lies are often
crew.
based off of a person's intent. So sometimes
I-
you said crew, sometimes
Also,
you said group.
Okay.
I will
Please answer
also
too.
say, oh god, I had a really distinct idea, and then it was completely gone, but it was so important. This is just Feywild Simulator. We picked the wrong bitches to have a murder mystery with because we are on a boat that is just Feywild Simulator.
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much.
Right. So yes, any information that has not been shared with the crew or whomever it may concern. The crew or any passengers. Not saying anything tends to be seen
thinking.
as Okay, sorry. I'm on
And now,
edge.
and now I
Someone has
lost my
been
train
murdered.
of thought.
Oh
look,
my.
look. I'm stressed too. Okay, I'm now in charge of a whole ship, and look, I like being in charge of a ship, but maybe not under these circumstances. I
Take your time.
don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you. That is, I can't, in the concept of a murder, in the situation of a murder, saying I don't know in a section in which you
I
cannot
don't think
lie.
I have any evidence that's relevant to you.
That's relevant to me. I did not say relevant to me. Relevant to the investigation.
Okay, I don't think there's any information that's relevant to the investigation.
All right. If anything changes, or if you learn anything, please let me or one of the crew members know. Thank you for your time. Be safe.
I'll pass on any information if people come to me.
Please. Right, I'm going to go stop by Lasley. Need someone to accompany me.
Goridar says, he'll go.
Right, with me. Alright, I make my last little trek over.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this has just been Nomos LA Noir Simulator. Press X to doubt. Excuse me, do you
To be
expect me to
fair,
believe
hey,
this?
to be fair, we did meet through a podcast that was originally themed around like detective
No, this is
noir.
on theme.
This is on
This is
brand.
true.
It's really on theme, yeah.
All
This
right.
is true.
So,
Alright.
Asa, can you
Then-
turn echo, like your gain a bit?
Yes,
Oh,
you're echoing a little bit, bud. Alright, make my way over to Lasley. I'm sure to announce myself so
For
that
the
I'm not
sake of
startling anyone.
brevity, Losley has no information for you.
Great. Thanks. Do you need a buddy?
I'd like a buddy, but what if the buddy killed? I'm good. If the buddy is the murderer, then I'm
Is
worse
there
off.
anyone that you trust on this ship that you would like to have as your buddy?
Perhaps someone who... Do they share a room with someone? That crew member.
I don't
Were
know
they
if I can
asleep
trust
last
anybody.
night?
I think it's good. I'm good.
Would you trust a giant dog?
Just like any dog?
A giant black Labrador retriever.
Where would
Who
you
is
get?
also a celestial.
How would we fit
I-
that
yeah,
on the
I
boat? Did you
have-
fit that on the boat?
No,
Did you get a pet
she can
ticket?
teleport.
What?
She can teleport. She's not real. But she
Sorry,
can talk
you
to
want to
me.
give me your imaginary friend dog?
I have a celestial.
If a thing that isn't
I have
real
a-
talks to you, you should go get that checked out.
Listen,
If
I mean, it's a
I have
symptom of
a-
childhood trauma. That much I will say.
I have a celestial steed which I can summon at will that can be an extra set of eyes if you so desire.
I don't want extra eyes. I'm
She's
good,
currently
thank you.
staying at my part. Okay, that's fine. Just thought I'd offer. Gordon, do you have a celestial steed that you can summon at will?
Could I? Probably. Do I? No.
It's cheaper than a horse, and it can talk to you. It's a bit of company. Highly recommend it.
Okay, well, I'll look into it.
Can
If you do stick with Elnet,
Can't
you'll
Fida
probably
talk
be
to
a
you?
dog. Fida and I mean, it can communicate.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
if Fida
You
sees something,
as
I
in,
can,
like,
I can
talk.
see it.
common?
Fida is not like
Fida
Airboat.
doesn't talk. Fida and I can share thoughts, and memories. Fida shares all of Nomos's memories,
Mm-hmm.
which is why Fida loves Twister without having met them. But yeah, yes. If you do stick with Elnet, when you do it, it'll probably be a large dog. Though there is variation. I was actually wondering if I summoned my steed out here, if it would be a giant sea lion or something. I was just curious. Sea lions are just dogs of the water.
Seems look, kid. I think this is a great thing for you to explore. I don't think this is a thing that's
Sorry,
super relevant
not right
now.
We'll
Yes.
head back to the group. Yes,
Cool.
sorry. I am quite scatterbrained. You'll get to know this
It's
if you
okay.
haven't already.
This has been an eventful morning.
I would like to very, very briefly point out something that's been said in chat by one of my good friends. They can talk to you. So can a therapist, Nomos. Okay.
God. All right. So with that, I assume Nomos, you make it back to the galley. Okay.
Yep. Nothing important to report.
Okay, fantastic.
Well,
What if Fita just disappeared and I just didn't tell Twister? They would just assume that Fita got loose and ran off into the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, we've learned nothing. Would
You
it
had
be
no
too
successes
much?
except for the ones among your party.
Yeah. Would it be apt to say that either something off of the ship influenced something and they did something unwillingly? Because your phrasing, Nomos, was willing or knowingly or unknowingly.
Oh, I said directly or
directly or indirectly. You saying it wrong so many times.
I'm sorry.
You're good. Directly or indirectly, it's like the only way someone could have done something is if they did not know or did not mean to.
Which brings enchantment magic into the mix, which is great. You can tend to solve normal crimes with magic. It's harder to solve magic crimes with magic. Then again, it is even harder to solve magic crimes without magic, so it's better at least.
Well,
Do we have lookouts? Not just the ones placed on the normal ship, but within rooms.
well, I don't think we have enough people on the ship. I'm looking to like the captain and the crew. I'm like, I don't think we have people really prepared for that. They kind of have to, drive. And
If it is we can simply take extra precautions. If there are extra means to barricade or lock doors in the night.
I look at Armani.
If there are extra ways to barricade or lock doors in the night, please take precautions, scoot furniture, hopefully something that would make a loud enough noise to wake you up if there was an intruder. I'm hoping that most of us are staying in a room with someone that we trust if we're staying in a room with someone. So, I mean, that's my ideas, unless anyone else has anything further.
I guess keep an eye on everyone.
I look over pointedly at Armani.
Yeah.
Just
Are you gonna spill the beans?
I'm not.
Is Psyche gonna spill the beans?
I sort of look at Armani again, and then after Armani says nothing, I go, I have something to say.
Where is this happening?
We were talking in the galley now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is in the galley. This is in front of God and everybody. The murder weapon that was found on the scene was a knife that belonged to me. Armani found it on the body and didn't want to incriminate me. But at the moment, we have no better leads, and in the name of transparency or whatever, the knife was mine.
Yeah, you turn a lot of heads with that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just kind of this moment of stunned silence throughout the room. Naira kind of
To my
speaks up.
knowledge, we
Okay.
did not kill Peos Starry Eyes.
Naira kind of speaks up. So to be clear, you just admitted to having and hiding the murder weapon, and you expect us to believe you on that?
I don't expect you to do anything. But yes, I am admitting to that.
Dude,
Technically, it's not on them. I hid them.
Armani,
it can be both of you.
Armani,
How do we know your entire group isn't in on this? And kind of the captain actually speaks up at that and is like, you're the ones leading this investigation. You're
If
the
someone
ones
else would
interrogating
like to,
people.
they are able to.
No one else is able to.
Then we took the initiative.
He can tomorrow.
So you're
Yes,
the
and
ones that are doing
he
all of the
can tomorrow.
interrogation, is telling who's telling the truth and who's not, and you're the ones that hit the murder weapon. And had the murder weapon.
I didn't do anything.
Not to the informed knowledge of the rest of the party. This was also news to me.
no, I did not tell them I didn't tell them either.
So I would say that you all are the top suspects.
Yes.
Do you have anything to disprove your guilt?
They didn't know I had the knife.
Have I
No.
heard? I don't think Ivory even knows about the knife at
Nope.
all.
You do.
None of them. No, you thought the knife was gone.
Oh, but like the knife
In
exists.
general.
We
Yeah.
know that the knife exists.
They knew of the existence of the knife. It was an item that I was attempting to remove from my life. And I told them all it was gone. I thought it was, and then it came back. On my second night on the ship, I threw it overboard, and this is my first time seeing it since. None of them would have any reason to know that I still have it.
Where were you all last night?
Asleep.
Asleep in my room.
Sleeping.
Same for me.
Are you sure you all were sleeping together so none of you saw the others leave or enter or anything like that?
Psyche!
Hey, kiddo.
We're on a roll here. We might as well keep the truth train going.
Yeah.
I don't feel I am an accurate judge of my own senses.
Well, as the other one said many times, that's not a yes or no.
Esty?
How about this? If we are
No,
suspect,
Don't deflect. Answer. Yes or no.
I thought I saw a shape leave my room.
Who do you
Psyche.
room with?
Me.
Ivory. I asked them in the morning if they had left or not, and they said they hadn't.
I
Very
haven't.
convenient.
Where would I go? You know I sleep in. Like,
Exactly. It didn't make any sense for them. It would make sense for someone to be trying to impersonate us to throw off suspicion, but then again, coming out of my mouth, that means nothing.
If it would set anyone at ease, we could be relegated to our rooms. You could have a guard outside, barricade the doors, and then come tomorrow. Gorodar is a less biased source than I. Keep us somewhere where you don't have to worry about us, and come tomorrow, we can try again. Puts us at a disadvantage.
The captain kind of looks around,
If
murmurs.
there's a room I can be kept in alone,
Why?
I don't know if I was the one who did it. I don't want anything to happen again. Plus, if you put us in rooms together, we could talk. So,
You want to be separated?
I don't, but Also, splitting us up means you need to put more guards at post. And
Exactly. I don't know
if
how much crew you think I have to spare, but I mean, you make a good point. But also, I don't particularly want to give you what you want when you're the first one I think did this. Fine. I'm going to relegate you all to... two rooms. But you don't get to stay with the one that you always stay with. Armani, you stay with Psyche.
Yeah, that
Ivory,
makes
you
sense.
stay with
Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, and for punishment, you get to be gay.
No, I won't give you that.
And I'll relegate you to a room with only one bed.
One
So you have
bed.
to sleep uncomfortably.
So, Nomos and Ivory in one room, and then Armani and Psyche in the other, and there will be guards posted, and we will... those of us that are not under suspicion will decide what we do. And if you cannot defend yourselves, tomorrow we will continue to keep you relegated there so you can be turned over to the authorities in Botal.
That sounds fine.
Amicable.
Yeah.
Alright, then I'll come with you, and you come here. And he kind of starts gathering a group, and is like, yes, Armani?
Before we are, I guess, quarantined, as it were.
Relegated.
Whatever.
Divided?
Quarantined among us. Sussy, Baka,
Stop.
sorry.
Why
Can we
why was
pick
that like
a party member?
compulsion?
We live here.
It's gonna take-
I'm gonna start removing.
Nomos
like,
kills
I'm
Armani
gonna
right
start
here
doing
and now.
psychic damage.
We're moving fucking.
You start getting disadvantage on random rolls. Ones that don't even
right,
matter.
right. They take damage that damages their current total health pool, their maximum hit points.
Oh, it's almost
Every
like how the
sussy
dagger works.
baka that leaves your mouth, is a one permanent health loss.
Oh my god.
Armani, what are you
This is
saying?
what you get for being a sussy mungus.
You are not immune to this.
Okay,
Armani-
I'm done.
Done it.
I'm done.
Armani.
Yes. I have the murder weapon that's on me still.
Don't touch it. You shouldn't stay with it too long.
It's
One
like
sec. I have to
strapped
reach
to
down
me.
your pants to get it. One sec.
Yeah, well, hold on.
Here, one sec. Pull open your
Yes,
pants.
you
I'll
need
reach
to
down.
hand over the weapon if
Whoa.
you
That's what he's talking about.
He's pulling your cock out.
I don't think I should go in the room with it on me. Maybe we should throw it overboard. Maybe we should
We'll handle it.
hide it. Okay. They
Genuinely?
whip it
Like,
out.
looking just like,
I do not trust the captain with the knife.
The captain.
I don't
takes
trust
it.
anyone with this knife. Okay, hold on.
But us fighting
Throw it
this.
overboard.
No. It carries significance with it as it is tied to a god. You probably want to get rid of it.
Oh, you are digging a hole. What god?
I would
I'm
prefer
leaving that for
you.
them to say.
Is that fair? Is it fair that I don't?
Kind of Macaulay steps up and is like, look, what does it matter? If it's a weird fucking knife, we can throw it overboard. All that other shit doesn't matter.
Okay,
I'll
like,
be there
can,
when
like
it's
3
thrown.
people watch it go overboard
Yeah.
just so we know. I don't trust the knife.
Yeah.
Whatever. The captain says, we'll handle it once you all are separate. Go. And the captain who was going to go with you just kind of starts to put the knife down, decides that he really can't leave that,
Yeah.
and kind of tucks it in their belt, and just goes, fine. You all go. The guards will escort you back to your rooms. And make sure
Are
everyone
rooms
is in the
next to
right
each
room.
other?
Yes.
Cool.
And make sure you are relegated to the correct rooms.
Can I grab my stuff? I have a little croaky frog I want to play with. Okay, never mind.
Go to the other room. I don't... Go. And the,
Thank you,
Almost
Floyd,
fucking
for
goes.
sending bad and naughty members of the Fated Four go into the Pear Wiggler.
the new captain turns around to address the rest of the galley, as you all are led back through the halls to your rooms, separated, and then ironically enough, I think Armani's locks are used to keep you both separated in those rooms. And with each of you, separate, and currently under suspicion for a crime you're not sure if you committed, that is where we will pick up next week.
Every
Fucking
Aldrithe arc is Psyche, Armani, or Ivory are connected to some terrible, terrible event, and Nomos also gets in trouble.
Yeah. Nomos is also
Like,
in trouble.
oh
And
no,
it's
I
always
have
that
to
he's in
free
trouble
an
because
ancient...
He's a little bit too suspicious because he's just
Because
absolutely
he's friends with the people who are very suspicious.
He has,
And
he
also-
has such a moral compass that it's
Yeah.
actively suspicious.
It's like he's so genuinely good.
Yeah.
And also like
He's
oh
so
no, I have to
genuinely
free an
neutral.
ancient god weapon. Nomos, you have to help me. Or oh no, we have to bust a
It's the
character
community gift
out
of
of...
We have to-
walking
oh no,
in
we
with
have to
pizzas on a
bust.
flaming room.
Nomos, we have to bust. You have to help me.
It's just dark.
Nomos, wake up! We've got to hide the
time.
body. They don't
We-
have
we
blueberry
didn't
muffins
ask-
in prison, Nomos.
We didn't ask if Dark murdered the captain.
We didn't question Dark. We should
You did
interrogate
not
Dark.
question Dark.
It's
Let's interrogate Dark next session.
I consent to being part of a terrible atrocity.
I
I
don't.
consent to being a part of a terrible atrocity. I consent to being part of a terrible atrocity. I don't.
I
You forgot
don't.
to ask
Isn't that
someone.
someone you forgot to ask?
There's someone you forgot to ask. It's Nomos.
The
Well,
myth
Nomos
of
was
consent.
already part of a
Forget.
terrible atrocity when his whole family was killed.
Damn.
He didn't get asked if that one was okay
Fine.
either.
But it happened anyway.
Either way, you
Now
guys,
I'm just
you guys will
imagining that
pick up.
meme with "Isn't there someone you forgot to ask?" But it's Nomos looking up at the ruins of his house and weeping.
Well, we will pick up with how the Fated Four are gonna get themselves out of this motherfucking thing. Next week. In the meantime, couple things to go over. First of all, if you enjoy our story, or if you just want to go hang out and check out what we're up to, we are on TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. TikTok, we tend to post memes whenever we remember to. Twitter, oh, I didn't post my my reminder tweet for the day. I'm so sorry, friends, that may or may not depend on those. I just realized that. That is my bad. Usually I tweet that
If you
we're
don't depend on those, if you want to not depend on those, another great way to know when our sessions are coming up is joining the community Discord.
yeah.
We have a community Discord that usually gives out stream reminders, and you can also use it as a place to discuss little things like art, theories, haha funny moments, haha so silly,
Yeah.
all those favorite parts about a D&D stream.
It's
So
great.
yeah, check out our Discord.
It'll
Sorry,
be really
I have
fun.
to plug.
No, you're right. You are totally good. YouTube is where
It
we
is
post
my
our
job.
VODs. We are uploading those over time. We've been doing like tech stuff on that, but we are keeping ourselves on top of VODs. So keep eyes out for that. And yeah, Twitter is for stream reminders, but also for me retweeting memes. And if you want to ask any questions or just say hi, feel free to tweet at me. I'm so lonely on Twitter. I don't know how it works. Come on, just join me. But yes, other than that, those are the places that you can find us when you don't find us here. We do like to spread some Aldrithe love every week, so we want to do a raid. Wait, real quick before the raid, because don't think I forgot. Second binder check of the week. If you're one of our friends that wears a binder and didn't listen the first time, this is for you. Have you stretched? Have you taken a nice deep breath? Please make sure that you can do those things without pain, and if you can do those, and if you can't, if you do have an ache or one of those horrible stabbing pains, maybe take it off. Give yourself a break. That's not supposed to happen. So please make sure to take care of yourself. Take off that binder, drink some water, eat some good snacks.
Make some soup.
Yeah, make some soup. Either for food or for washing your binder. Like, either one.
I was just gonna say I didn't. I was a little vague. I should have specified binder soup, not just make some soup. But also, soup is good.
Soup is good.
It's some
Soup
places
is-
it's still cold enough for like soup to be like the perfect food. Take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
It
Take
is
advantage of the
15
season.
degrees outside. It is soup season.
It is soup season.
It's
Get a
48.
good stew.
No, it's not.
Wow. Wow. I can't
It's time to make
imagine
someone.
what it would be like.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh
How
no.
cold. How cold it is for you. It's 9 degrees with -6 wind chill.
Oh,
And this
boy.
is the warmest it's been in a while.
All right.
Alas,
I am
my
so sorry.
48-degree evening.
Have fun with your stew, Asa. For now, let's go see who we are raiding today. Do we have a person that we're going to raid?
Yeah, I don't know how it's properly pronounced, but I'm gonna take a good old crack at it. Starliday?
Okay. What are they up to?
They're streaming Dungeons and Dragons. I see the tags LGBTQIA+, persistent campaign, roleplay dice, cooperative, and
Nice.
English. So that sounds right up our alley, and they
Fantastic.
have some lovely, beautiful characters with some lovely, beautiful art, and I think we can send some
Ooh.
love their way.
Let's go check out some
Awesome.
lovely, beautiful art then. So, but one last thing before we go, of course. As usual, if no one has told you this week, remember that I love you, we all love you, and that you are so very loved just by nature of existing in this world. You are so very wonderful. What?
Just not in a parasocial way, just in a I appreciate you for
Just in
existing.
an I
You're a great person.
appreciate you for being who you are. You are appreciated.
Mine is in a parasocial way. I'm gonna marry you.
I'm going to
You're
feed
gonna
off of this
belong and fulfill
relationship
life
and
together.
make you feel like you owe me things.
No. I'm
Exactly.
trying to do
Please
my
don't.
nice,
Please
wholesome
don't.
end of stream.
I'm sorry, darling. We
I'm
love
not-
you, and
I'm
that is
not
not a way
sorry.
of like
I'm apologizing.
like fishing for anything. That is a genuine, like, y'all mean so much to us, and it is so great to have you all here. Having people that aren't part of our group
We do have
supporting our
limited
little
time.
interests and stuff.
Just so
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Love you. We do have limited time. There's a timer. So
I'm trying to be.
you
I'm
are
trying
totally
to be
good,
good, and I
genuine.
love you so dearly, and I love you, and I love everybody, and you're all so great, and you're a blessing to have here, and I hope to see you next week. But even if you don't come back, I love you anyway. Check us out somewhere else. Go
Too
spread
bad.
that wonderful Aldrithe love. Whatever. Woohoo! See you next week. Let's go raid somebody. Woohoo! Bye.
Bye bye.